What's good, everybody? What's up? What up? What up? What up, dude?
What up, dude? What's going on? What's happening?
What do, baby? What's cracking,
Yeah,
lacking, man?
Y version. What it do, baby?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got a lot to talk about tonight, dog.
Hey, before you even get started, bro, it's game week.
Game week, dog.
It's game week,
Game
baby.
week. Game week. Game week. What's up? What's up, chat? What's going on, chat? How y'all doing, man? What's up? What's up? What's
Hey,
up,
hey,
man? We got
it's game
a
week,
lot. Go ahead.
and for all the legless lizards, we Miami bound, baby. Yes, sir.
Don't do it to him, dog. Don't do it to him early.
It's game week, dog.
Hey man, welcome everybody, man. Come on in, bro. Make sure when you come in, make sure you Jew, what up, Jew?
Juju,
Juju, what's happening, man?
Juju.
And make sure you like the stream as you come in, bro. Appreciate you guys, man. As always, first, we got week 0 in the books.
Nelson Brothers, my shameless plug.
I got you, yeah. So look, man, what up, NATO? What we're gonna do is we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna talk about week 0. We're gonna talk about the some results of the 2 games that was played. Alabama State took on Howard. Shout out to Alabama State for winning the SWAC MEAC Challenge, or the MEAC SWAC Challenge, however they say it. Put the SWAC back in the win column.
MEAC challenge now.
The SWAC MEAC Challenge, and then shout out to FAMU. FAMU took on UNC. We know all the storylines that's with FAMU. We're gonna touch on a little bit of that tonight. We're gonna touch on we're gonna preview the games to come for week 1. We also gonna touch on a little bit of what's going on over in Tallahassee, man. So before we jump into anything, bro, you got anything on your mind? The truth, my brother, come through already, man. Blessing us, man. Y'all see it. Hey, if y'all, and then also, man, just make sure if y'all want to, throw something in the pot, man. We ain't begging or nothing like that, but we always put that out there, let y'all know if you want to throw some, contribute to the activity. Feel free to put them cash apps at the bottom. We heading to Miami, man. They raised the prices on us, so next time we come to them, so we gonna be well.
MI baby.
But look, and that don't mean missing in action, man. That don't mean missing in action. We're gonna be live on the scene next time you see us, man.
Also, gotta do some house cleaning, man. Look, anybody listening that can hear the sound of my voice, please feel free to join the 1400 Club. And if you're shaky about joining the 1400 Club, feel free to become a friend of the 1400 Club. We got the actual link down at the bottom of the banner. Please feel free to check out the website, man. We're a young up-and-coming group, but we are an official affinity group with the school. So, check us out, man. Do your research, man. We do a lot of cool stuff, man. We get together, we hang out, and like I said, we got the podcast as well. So, just want to get y'all up to core with that. Let's go and get into it, bro.
Hey, no doubt about it. One more thing, bro. Make sure you go to. Hey, look, man. Shout out to D. Corey C. Super dope producer.
Yeah,
the brainchild behind Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. Hey, man. The show's coming hot and heavy, man. And if you ain't subscribed to Tiger Talk with 1400 Club, man, what you doing, man? We jump on this page because we go live. We like to expand our reach, talk a little smack, a little banter. We spread it all across the SWAC, but y'all know what it is, man. We Tiger Talk with 1400 Club all day long, man, and got a lot of dope shows dropping as the season. This is week 1. This is game week, like Zoe said. So be on the lookout for our the kick out the previews. Corey had a really great idea to preview each school. We bring someone on from that school to come on and talk about their program and what they expect. So be on the lookout for that. He might drop it tonight, might drop it tomorrow. If you hadn't checked out the players only, the players came and took over Tiger Talk, man. They kicked us to the side, man. Jesse Riley and Aubrey, Barron Hobson, and K5 in this thing, man.
And Jency the troublemaker.
Hey, shout out to them boys, man. Them boys look good, man. We got a lot of shows coming down the pipe. But again, like I said, y'all know why we're here, though, man. So anyway, Man, we're gonna jump right into it. Just wanted to make sure we said that. Joe mentioned this 1400 Club. This is the website, the1400club.com. So when you see us in that dope merch, man, you see us, logoed up. You might want to get you some of that, man. If you hadn't had a chance to get your Jack State football season tickets, tickets and passes on sale right now. Go to JSU, go JSUtigers.myimpacttickets.com. Again, we catch a lot of flack, though. A lot of folks, don't like change, man. We're getting rid of the paper tickets. You got to get them. You got to get a card now with a QR code. We moving into the 21st century on them boards, man. What you think?
Look, I get nightmares from the thought of it, about changing from paper tickets to this card. Bro.
Yeah, everybody,
man, 70 years old and cussed up a storm last week.
Hey man, before we even get into it, I'm gonna show the chat a little love, and then we're gonna dive right into these recaps, man. We talking football. We gotta get pop bottles again this year. Yes, sir. Hey man, shout out to Jude, man. I ain't gonna drop the photos because some stuff you can't put everything out here on the airwaves, so we don't need them out there seeing what we were doing in Section 12, man. How we were shaking up the champagne bottles in bed. I don't ask you how we got it in there. Just know that's what we did. Shout out to Jude with the, Jude was one of the, the leaders of the pack when it came to that. And hey, one cool thing we're gonna do, don't have a call-in show, but look, when we get done covering the games, we're gonna drop the link in the comment section. Anybody that want to come on the stream and actually give comments, they're more than welcome to do that. We ask you can leave your camera off. Don't worry about looking ugly on camera. We're not gonna put you on camera, but we we figure we'll interact with you guys that way. So anybody want to come on the stream, you get 1 minute to come on and give your take, and then we'll address or answer whatever your comments are off the stream. And man, appreciate you guys. I would say Trey the Truth.
Man, good looking out
Israel the thing. Jude, let's see. Chris, what's up, bro? Oh yeah, man, that players only was fire. 13-0 load. Yes, sir. Crystal. Sweetheart, thank you so much, man, for donating to the channel. We appreciate it. Diamond. Hey, man, hey, fellas, you can't let the ladies come in and outdo y'all, man. So feel free to throw some in there. Jacktown boy, trading, man. Look at Truth throwing some of that, Ryan throwing some of that thing, man. Let's get it going. All right, man. All right. So what we gonna do? Because I don't want y'all to be fussing at me saying I talked over Zoe. We're gonna make sure he get his shine there. I'm gonna just shut up and listen. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna preview it. So I'm gonna go away from the comments so I don't get lost in it, and then like I said, we'll catch up on the comments as we go through, so we don't get lost into the commentary. So 85 in the room so far. Y'all feel free. Don't feel free. Go ahead and like the stream, man.
Hey man, get them likes up.
Get them likes up, man. A lot of people talking, a lot of people live right now, and yeah, we heard all the rumors. We're gonna address all that, so don't worry. Just hang tight. The first game up, Zoe. Which one you want to talk about, dog? We're going to go straight to it.
We're going straight to that one, dog.
Alabama State, man. Alabama State take on Howard, man. They knocked off Howard in the SWAC MEAC Challenge. They won. Hey, and you actually had a chance, bro, to go to that game, and you dealt with a lot of that rain delay situation, man. Talk to us about a little bit about kind of what they went. But shout out to Alabama State. They won 23-13. Again, 23-13. Shout out to Alabama State for bringing home they 1-0, man. Fresh out the gate. Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. gets his first SWAC, well, not SWAC, but first college coaching career win, bro. So shout out to Coach Eddie Robinson for that. Hand clap to him for that, man. And they went in there. Like I said, it was a long game due to all the weather delays, man. We tried to do the stream, and it just took a while to get on there, bro. But we'll jump right into it, man.
Well, look, man, I'm 2-0 so far on the season. You know what I'm saying? Gotta say I'm 2-0. I'm gonna keep up with my record too this year. But
okay.
Yeah, man. Had tickets, went down to the game, man. Got into the blue lot, and dude, when I tell you, it was actually sunny over the stadium when I got there, and it was like God said, "Let there be rain." Whoosh. And man, they got one delay. So I just said, just sat there waiting. Then they got a delay, and I was like, man, to hell with this. But I want to give kudos, man, because I know probably everybody didn't, see what they could see on television, but man, Alabama State came through thick to that game. Man, traffic was a nightmare. Parking was crazy. Alabama State, they showed up for that game, man. The rain deterred a lot, but Alabama State definitely showed up to the game. So kudos to them for that. But again, when I picked this game, I picked Alabama State to win by 3. Now, granted, there were a lot of ebbs and flows to this game. Howard had plenty of opportunities to actually win this game, and this game really could have went either direction. You know what I'm saying? I just,
right.
The only down thing I have to say with Howard, because Howard did actually show some flashes. They have a good running core. You did see that. I wanted to see more of Eden James. I think he only got like 5 carries, I believe, for the whole entire game.
Yeah. But he's on the stat, though. If you want to jump right into that, we'll throw that up there. Demetri Davis.
But the thing that really took away from me was Quentin Williams, man, the quarterback from Howard. For him to be a senior, with the expectations that he has. Not that I was expecting for him to throw, for 300 yards. You know what I'm saying? But he really played a below subpar game. Really played a bad game. Some uncharacteristic interceptions. But Demetrius Davis, man, like I said, I hitched my wagon to him, and he played okay. You know what I'm saying? But considering it's his first career college game, kind of pushing the mind of Shadour's first game. You know what I'm saying? He had some uncharacteristic turnovers, some little jitters. But I pretty much forecasted for the game. I was like, hey, if I could get him to throw for about 175 yards, but I assumed that he would run for about 102, I feel like, man, 275 yards to the offense, plus I knew they were going to run the ball. That's a good day for him. And I think he ended up throwing for like 186, I believe, or something like that. And 184, but he only ran for 35 yards. But the one thing that stood out about this kid, and I'll be quiet, was you definitely see the wheel. So everything, he comes as advertised, but the one thing I really took from him, man, the kid is really, really good throwing the ball on the run. He is really good throwing the ball on the run.
He is. I give you that one. Yep.
And so I took that away from it. Alabama State has some good weapons, but it's still too early. Even though I went on a limb and I picked them to finish third, but even with that being said, there's still a lot of question marks of what you're really going to get from them. You know what I'm saying? I know you got to pick to finish last, but I'm telling you, look out for these. Because look, the one they have true old school football credentials. They got a good defense, and they got a good running game. And those are two things that travel. And now you add to the fact you got a dynamic quarterback, and the guy, again, the sky's the limit for him, but they're going to only go as far as how well he develops and what he can actually do on offense. If he has a good year, then they'll have success. If he doesn't, then they'll pretty much finish like you picked them to do.
Couple of things, man. Like I said, I agree with you. Demetri Davis, he stuck out to me. And like I said, shout out to Alabama State. I think they said 21,000 showed up to this game, even though it was a lot of rain delays. They showed up deep. I think it's the second best attended game behind us and Bethune-Cookman in 2019, I want to say. Hey, man, 2023, you're going to see something you ain't seen before in the SWAC MEAC challenge, man, when we play South Carolina State in 2023. So, but yeah, man, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this game. I was impressed with Demetri. You know who he put me in the frame of?
Who?
Lindsey Scott Jr.
You did say that.
That's who you remind me of. You remind me of Lindsey Scott Jr. I got to give it to him. You can see that? I mean, he don't look all that tall, but I will say this. I mean, the young man is a baller. I mean, he was elusive. He was able to get out of some tackles and move out of the pocket, like you said, to stretch some plays. And, man, he had a couple of balls that was really good. The one turnover he had was
bad.
A fumble. He was trying to get out the rush. They collapsed. The pocket collapsed on him. He was trying to make something happen. And so sometimes you see that transpire with dynamic players, where they try to make something happen when nothing is there. It's probably safe to go ahead and take the safe play or just take the sack, one of the two, instead of causing a turnover. But I'm gonna say this, man. They won 23-13, bro. But Howard had every chance to win this game, bro. They had every single chance to win this game, especially when you hone in on the second half. The second half, when they went down, I think they supposedly scored the touchdown, but the young man, the running back, his knee touched the ground, and then they wound up having to settle for a field goal. All right, if they score right there and that's actually a touchdown, that's a closer game. But then think about this though. In the second half, they blocked the field goal, bro, and they came away with nothing. So when you're in the red zone, you miss a field goal. What they say? What's the old rule? Field goals get you beat, man. Field goals in the red zone get you beat.
And turnover.
You got to put touchdowns on the board. Matter of fact, I thought the first drive was one of their better drives of the whole game because they came out, they were moving the ball. Quinn Williams looked good. The running backs was looking good. I mean, you name it, bro. It was Hawthorne was balling. Hunter was balling. I mean, and like I said, I would have liked to see Eaton James a little bit more, but hey, man, Brokenburr is the real deal. I know Blue came on the stream and talked about that defensive end. He was like the best defender that they had on the whole side, that side of the ball.
In the game,
I'll take that. Well, I mean, I'll say this: Alabama State, to their credit, they got some good DBs. You know, we know about Keenan Isaac, know about Ershad Davis, but the young man, the freshman that got the interception, forget his last name. Somebody correct me. Somebody put it in the chat if you know the young man's last name that got the interception. But overall, man, I mean, a win is a win. Like I said, you're not going. I ain't gonna be too critical. We ain't gonna spend all night talking about Alabama State. We got a lot that we got to cover. But good showing for them. Y'all, Alabama State Hornets don't come for me for what I'm about to say. But based off what I saw, I mean, like I said, how would they do football team to me though? They ain't a good football team to me. But and that's just my own. Hey, look, we ain't talking smack. We just talking football, man. That's why we doing it. We just talking football. I'm giving my honest opinion. Like you said, the quarterback for Howard looked a little shaky. It was his first game, but overall, good showing for Alabama State. Not gonna take nothing from them. I mean, they got some really good running backs. Merritt is a solid running back for them. What's the other young man that plays running back for Alabama State? Do you have that in front of you? I want to give him a little shine, a little credit, man, because the little man, he was. They had
Merritt, Davis, Dunn,
Ja'Cory Merritt, and then you got Juwan Howard. You got Juwan Howard. That fella there, man.
Dunn had that one good run.
Now I'm thinking about the big back. They call him the Earth. You know, they got Earth, Wind, and Fire. So they got a three-headed monster at running back, man. So Alabama State got some pieces. The wide receivers, they had a couple of wide receivers that jumped off the screen to me.
Hey, man, it's gonna be nice.
He is. So that's all I got, man. I mean, look, SWAC play gonna be tough, man. Howard had their chances, and it's just one of them things, bro. So at the end of the day, a win is a win, bro. So that's my take on it. Like I said, shout out to Alabama State. Shout out to them Hornets that went out there and suffered through the weather delay. Go ahead, bro.
And I will add one more thing too. I know you mentioned about Eddie Robinson getting the first win, but I want to elaborate on that, man. Huge shout out to him. I'm a personal fan of his, man, just because he's a true SWAC head. Born and bred into it. You know what I'm saying? Was an all-conference player, had a good career. But Eddie Robinson comes from the old SWAC, man. When we were still thriving, good players coming in, played against McNair. He tell y'all, this guy was playing when you had Eddie Robinson. You had, right before, this was before Pete Richardson. You know what I'm saying? You talk about when W.C. Golden was there. When, Houston Markham was his coach, which just so happened to be my old neighbor, by the way. And he comes from the real true SWAC, man. So he's a SWAC head, man. He put the conference on his back. He duly noted, like, hey, man, we're coming to right everything at the beginning of the season. And he got his first win, man, first college win. And coincidentally, a lot of people question his hire, joked about his previous profession. But, hey, man, dude knows football. So kudos to him. But also, too, did want to mention that, Alabama State has some good players, man. But the one thing that stood out, and we'll segue into the FAMU game is, man, right off the bat, we talked about it all throughout the offseason that, the SWAC play is going to get better, influx of talent. Mm-hmm. It's apparent already. It's apparent in week 0, the elevation of talent. And so kudos to everybody, man. I just need the coaches to stick with it, keep on recruiting, man, keep on getting this influx of talent in. Yeah. Because, man, this is really going to be a monumental season, a season to segue from the previous perception of how the SWAC was to now what we're going to with great play among several teams. So just wanted to put that in
Hey,
there.
that's a good way. That's a good way to close it out. Like I said, a lot of people showing love to Alabama State. Look, hey, listen, I'm not gonna be too critical of them. Like I said, you know where I placed them. I'll say this because Coach and I talked about it today. Listen, bro. Davis is a baller, bro. He's a baller, and I think he gives you a chance each and every Saturday that he come out to play. I mean, he got that special sauce in it, man. He won MVP. Shout out to him and what he had, what he was able to accomplish, man. Just in his first college game, he threw an interception, 2 turnovers. It was wet. I mean, it was a wet field. It was, but he still jumped off the screen at you, man. So again, we're gonna move on to our next game. If you got anything else you want to throw in there, if you want to grab anything from the comment section, say what up, said. SWAC has upgraded its recruits, but we gonna, if y'all don't mind, that's all we got on
What up, Boom?
What up, Boom? So yeah, man. So shout out to Alabama State and those Hornets. Good job going to Atlanta, representing for the SWAC, man.
Hey, now they
right along, though, bro.
Head to LA.
Moving right along, man. We had another football game going on Saturday as well, man. It was it turned out to be a pretty good one too, man. I gotta say, it's a lot going on with FAMU right now. But before we even jump into that, bro, let's just take a moment right now and just show some love to FAMU, bro, for everything they having to deal with. Kind of unfortunate, not kind of, very unfortunate. And trust me, y'all, we're gonna jump into the meat and potatoes of what went down. We know about the 7-page letter with all the signatures. We know about and look, we gotta dissect that, but we're gonna get the football part out of the way, and then we'll touch on that, and then we'll come back into recap that. But you can start it off, bro.
Well, first off, they lost pretty bad, man. But pretty much went as scripted with regards to the final score. But there's some pros and cons with it. All depends on the lens you want to look at it through. One end, one thing you and I both are in agreement saying, they definitely found their quarterback. Can definitely see that, Musa showed quite a bit. Looked pretty good, man. Showed some good poise. Showed good pocket presence. Showed great accuracy. That's the thing that stood out to me first. I wasn't really able to gauge arm strength, but I did see some good ball placement because that touchdown he got that first one on the corner of the end zone was a beautiful pass. But running game looks okay. Got some other question marks too, but they were in it. You know what I'm saying? First half, they did quite a bit, man. They showed some intestinal fortitude, considering, all that they went through in the previous 24 hours. But they showed a lot, man. They showed some great flashes. Uncertain about Musa's completion percentage, but it wasn't bad, man. You're talking about 10 completions on 38 attempts, so that's good, no matter how you slice it. I know some people will say, well, North Carolina pretty much played a base defense. They didn't really put pressure on them. But even still, you know what I'm saying, still completing at a good clip. So that was a good thing. 279 yards. Not bad, man, for a first start. Because just like Demetrius Davis, this was Musa's first start, man. And so showed some flashes. Definitely give some kudos to him. Like I said, like the running backs. Xavier Smith played a pretty decent game. But the one thing I got question marks on that I saw, Isaiah Land missing was a glaring thing there. They had no pass rush at all.
Oh,
they had absolutely no pass rush. And what was weird to me is FAMU really didn't blitz that much either. And I know they typically don't. They want to rush 4, but knowing that you got the the returning sack leader in all of FCS there, you got to try to generate something. And even the linebackers, the linebacker play wasn't too good. But the one question I have on their whole entire defense is the secondary. They got a lot of fast guys, man, but from a coverage standpoint, and I know they ran some zone as well. I wasn't too impressed with the DBs. Now, granted, you got a 5-star. Granted, you got a 5-star that was pretty much doing what 5 stars do, and we're gonna get into that later on too, especially with the upcoming game this Sunday. They got a 5-star that got off. They're doing what 5 stars do, but with the rest of the receivers, man. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe the quarterback from North Carolina hit 10 different receivers. That's not good. It's not good at all. But man, but the one thing I can say about FAMU, man, they showed some intentional fortitude. They showed some grit. They fought. Like I said, they were in a tough circumstance on the road. First game of the season in a monsoon. You hit 24 hours. You didn't know you was going to go to this game. So they fought. They got to be commended for that. And the players chose to get to this game. So, and they laid it on the line. So kudos to them for that. They did show some moxie. They had some good takeaways. But like I said, I'll stop there because we'll get into everything else when we got the upcoming game on Sunday. But they, like I said, they showed some good things. They showed some flashes, but they left a lot of question marks too.
Not to be repetitive. I'm gonna make sure we get all the good out the way first, man. First and foremost, fam, you got a quarterback. There ain't no controversy no more. I can tell you that right now. Musa is a real deal. I'm gonna give him all his respect. I do feel like, see, this is the thing. I don't want to say, oh, North Carolina just played in a soft cover 2. They only rushed 4. They barely blitzed the whole game. Look, man, they went out there with what? Shucks, man, 8, 9 offensive linemen. They lost 2, by the way. They lost the season-ending injuries, man, which is absolutely just gut-wrenching that they, Cesar Reyes, one of the transfers that come in from South Florida. It's tough to see that happen to him, man. I think they had a young man that was cleared, that they flew in. They was able to get a 10th O-lineman, I think, from the report early today. But, man, let me tell you something, man. The word that I took away from a lot of what we saw was proud. A lot of made the SWAC proud. They went up there and they fought. Because there was at one point in time, though, that game 35-24 after Musa. Listen, let me give Musa some shine right now. Musa, and this is how you know when you got a good quarterback. The time that they put a little pressure on, he did throw up. It was a bad interception. He had a couple of misses, but if you look at if you just look at his stats, bro, let's pull up his stats real fast.
The whole game.
So his stats. I mean, he was 28. He only had 10 misses. Now, 10 of those misses, 3 of them were really bad misses. 1 being an interception, and the 2 being like 2 wide open receivers. But for the most part, man, like you said, if you look at Drake May, I mean, my goodness, May had 5 touchdowns. Musa had 2 and 1 interception. I mean, they basically have almost like an identical game. You see what I'm saying? If you look at the stats side by side, I think the thing about it though is that you go back to the last touchdown that he threw. My goodness, that he threw. He had pressure in his face. He didn't freak out. His poise in the pocket is amazing. I got to get that to him. He looked like he belonged. He didn't look like the moment was too big. Bro, he put that ball on the money, man. Let his wide receiver was the only one that could run under that ball, caught it in the back, right end of the end zone. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful, bro. So, and at that moment, we like, all right, bro, we got a game right now. 35-24 in the third quarter. And I mean, look, it says, does Musa get the ball clean? I don't know if that's that. I don't even know if that's the case or even if that's even important. What matters is getting it out on time. But I'll say this though, if you go back and look at the defense they was playing, it's soft football, bro. Man, they was playing soft. They was playing soft cover too, man. Them DBs was far off of, and you know what FAMU and Coach Simmons did? They took the underneath. Hey, if you give me the underneath, I'm gonna take it all day long. A 5-yard out route is second and 5 with a little rack, maybe second and 3rd, second and 3. I mean, so you take that all day long. I nickel and dime you all the way down the field. But if you go back to their scoring drives, and this is why a lot of people, got a lot of prisoner of the moment type narratives and was saying, oh man, FAMU is look, man, one game don't have nothing to do with the next game. I can tell you that right now. What's going on in that game on Saturday don't have nothing to do with what's going to happen on Sunday. I mean, it's a prelude to let us know what kind of team FAMU has, but I ain't going to take nothing from them. And look, man, Freeman, we talked about this. DJ was on this thing. We talked about the running back. Man, he laid the wood on Grimes. Grimes big time. He one of their big time cornerbacks. Took him out the game early, man. Put that wood on him and left him with a concussion, man. So it tells you the running backs are solid. They didn't get a lot of yards I would say, man, let's look at the stats real quick. Let's look at the overall stats.
We're gonna like 9 yards rushing, man, off what 15 carries, I think. It's yards averages.
Yeah, they didn't have a whole lot. So Musa, you said Drake May he threw it to 10 receivers. So did Musa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He had 10 receivers. Hey man, Xavier Smith balled out. I mean, he didn't score a touchdown, but 10 receptions, 78. He was his security blanket. I mean, he was all over the field, made some good catches. But when you go to him, I think Jennings 10 carries, 39 yards, and they only rushed out of 27 carries. They rushed for 56 yards. So, give or take, total yards they had a little over 300 yards. But when you go back to what they gave up, and again, this is a UNC, this is a Power 5 school, bro. So they gave up 294 yards through the air, 10 wide receivers, and then on a running game. See, this is the thing that I think is going to be. This is what was glaring to me. I'm gonna shut up when I say this. Their rushing attack, bro. They gave up 314 yards on the ground. They had two freshmen that actually rushed for. They had pretty big nights that night. So, I mean, you just look at that. Drake May he had a couple of big long runs.
He did.
Their freshman Hampton, 14 carries and 100 yards. They gave up 7 yards per carry. So they gave up an average of right at 8 yards per carry and gave up 3 touchdowns rushing. So, I mean, Isaiah Land was missing. BJ Bowler was missing. I mean, they had a lot of those are their 2 top players on the defensive side of the ball. Can those 2 players make an impact? Absolutely, they can. Would they close the gap on all the rushing yards that they gave up? We don't know. So my hope is, though, when it comes to FAMU, they gave up 314 rushing yards. So they gave up more rushing yards than they gave up passing yards. So
hey, that's a recipe to lose right there.
But some of them yards were toward the end, though. They did separate. They did score 21 unanswered in the fourth quarter. I mean, toward the latter part of the game. So some of those statistics were probably garbage time stats, but it still don't matter, though. You know what I mean? You still got to try to. And at that point, now you're running into the depth. You lose 20 players. You're already 22 scholarships. You don't really have a lot of depth. So, I mean.
Twice.
I give them a pass on that game. I give them a pass on that game. Like Coach Simmons said, look, we came out, we fought. They fought with dignity. They left out of there respectable. And you know what? He said something this morning. He was like, look, that's going to be the last pass we get. Because going into Sunday, there ain't no excuses, man. So that's my take on that game, man. It was definitely a good showing. I think the key takeaways were FAMU showed a lot of heart, and they found their quarterback. I think, and you got your check, you got out of there, but it sucks that they lost 2 offensive linemen. I hate that for them.
They lost a pound of flesh.
Huh?
They lost a pound of flesh in that game, though.
They did. They took a chunk out of them. So the next question is going to be, who's eligible going into the OBC? I did read where they said they do have a plan in place to follow that thing all the way into the 9th hour as players get eligible. If they needs be, they have something in place where they can get them to Miami ASAP. Hey man, I'm gonna be real with you, bro, and I say this openly. I really hope all 20 players find themselves to be eligible. But my biggest question mark is Isaiah Land because of something we saw today where he talked about. I know he tweeted. Not gonna put the tweet out there. We don't want to bury the young man. Because I know he's hurting, but he said he's dealing with something that was to no fault of his own. And when you go and break that down, Zoe, man, look like you said, we'll get into the letter, but I'll let you start off on it because I've been talking. I'll pause and let you jump in.
Are you good? Honestly, I still believe him, when he said no fault of his own, because again, to even mention the tweet, when it was said that he was 3 credit hours short, they're still not indicative of saying that he failed a class. It's just showing that he's 3 hours short to be compliant. You see what I'm saying? And so pretty much what's being put out now is that, pretty much a good portion of the guys were actually taking a class or they were instructed to take a class that end up not counting. Thus, that would be a problem, you see what I'm saying, to have you short. But again, that falls back onto horrible leadership because, again, you lose an AD, all the other corresponding people in compliance leave after he leaves. You don't replace it. And so it's almost like how we say ignorance of the law is no excuse. Well, guess what? The adults in the room know this. You see what I'm saying? They know this. So, one other thing we can mention too, man, we're hoping that I at least am hoping that they could find some type of put some type of injunction in or put an appeal in, just to buy them some time. And if they do so and it's accepted, then everybody who's ineligible will buy some time to play. The only downside to that is whatever the NCAA after the fact deemed to uphold, what I'm saying, whoever going to be suspended, then their time will be served later on. But again, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And right now you're ineligible, so trust me, you'd rather be playing now as opposed to nothing at all. So I get the gist of it, but yeah, I mean it's sad. It's a bad state of affairs. And again, just imagining you learning some information on Friday as you're getting ready to leave to go do the very thing that you're coming to school to do, or as a means to pay your way through school, and that is go play ball, and you realize that you can't. You know what I'm saying? And then it's affecting the team. The energy is changing because your brothers are down, people that you're depending on to play, and now you're not just playing a tough game. It's the first game of the season against a Power 5 opponent, and as Coach Simmons says, this is a get money game. There's opportunity here. You know what I mean? And that's going down the drain now. Just imagine how Isaiah Land feels right now. I mean, he potentially lost millions of dollars yesterday. Now, granted, we don't know what he could have done. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be a first-round draft pick, but guess what? He very well could have. He could have very well performed in that game in a manner where he earned some money. You see what I'm saying? Right. But now the opportunity is gone, and so now you talk about that to again, what's the next biggest game you got? Because be it as it may, FAMU is on a current 2-game losing streak, and as it stands right now, every viable great opponent in the past year that they played that they lost to, my man didn't have a good performance. So that was a good opportunity Saturday. Now your second biggest opportunity comes in the form of the game in the OBC against Jackson State. And as we stand here today, we don't know if that opportunity is going to present itself. So I'll stop there, man. Let you go ahead and add some stuff to it.
Great point, man. I don't have anything to add. Let's go to the chat, man. Let's go and see what everybody's talking about. Like I said, so I don't interrupt or see a comment, man. We're gonna go to the chat, try to get caught up and see what you guys are talking about, man. And we'll get caught up that way. I miss y'all discuss.
Well, let me stop with y'all right there. When you say if you have to take full summer classes, that's a broad stroke. We don't know exactly what they have to do. And also, just because you take 4 summer classes doesn't mean that you have to take 4 summer classes, because we don't know, again, how they're trying to set up their class load for the fall. So that's kind of misleading in that statement. We don't know all the facts and what they're doing and what they're trying to do for him to graduate or where he's on course to. So we can't really say that.
So one of the things, and we're gonna get into the letter because we're gonna touch on the bullet points. If you haven't had a chance to read that letter, man, go read it. Make sure you read it, because a lot of what they talked about are things that we've been, very. When I say we, I mean the culture. Like everybody as a collective have been always pushing HBCUs. We got to get better, man. And this is a lot of the things. Like I said. Notice we haven't mentioned Coach Prime once, and I just mentioned him, but there's a lot of the things that he's addressed in out in the open, because one of the things that they did say in that letter, though, that I do love is like, bro, we're not finna keep sweeping this stuff under the rug, bro. We finna come out, and unfortunately, we got to go to the public and basically expose this, the president, because at the end of the day, here's the thing: FAMU is an institution. The institution is run by people, and it's run by different people at different phases of time. So the institution is going to be okay. But I think there needs to be some deep cleaning, needs to be some soul searching over there in Tallahassee, man. And they really got to figure out what needs to take place. Because like we said on the last stream, hey, man, without the students first, you don't have a school. There is nothing. The student, they're in place to, but to this point right here, they did say, when you have one person that's dealing with athletics and you're understaffed, you have advisors that advise you, hey, you need to take this, 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 and this, and you follow that. And like they said, Isaiah Land did what they told him to do. He passed all 3 of those classes in summer school. He passed all 3 of them. Turns out that he was in the wrong class, so now he's about 3 credit hours shy, which makes him indefinitely ineligible. So I don't know what they can do, bro. I don't even know if that. And here's the dilemma that they're in. The fact that y'all come out and tell everybody what the deal is, though, does that set a bad precedent? Think about it.
Yeah.
Everybody now knows what transpired. If that be the case, according to that letter, it's public information now.
Yep.
If they come and say, okay, we're going to grant Isaiah Land eligibility and we're going to just omit this thing or give him credit for whatever the case may be, maybe he can change his major or something. I don't know what he can do. But let's say they make some extravagant thing transpire to make this thing come to life. You don't think that that's going to create some type of precedent where others are going to try to come back and get that same benefit of the doubt if something like that was to take place? Like, that's just the only thing that I think that when people that are in powerful positions to make these types of decisions, I think those are going to be the type of things that they're going to consider. So, what? Oh, okay. I thought somebody was cussing us out, man. So let's see. BJ might play this week. Hey, we hope so. Big brother Ken and crew. Hey, FAMU and eligibility. We talking about it now. Hey, be fresh. Hey, despite everything we saying, y'all read what he said, right? You're still on the clock now. Because guess what, Zoe? We fuck around and lose that game, everybody and their mama gonna come for us. They gonna come for us hot and heavy. We ain't gonna have nowhere to hide.
Not even in my vocabulary. Not even worried about that.
All right, let's get caught up and then we're gonna move on to the next thing real quick. The letter was powerful. I think these football girls was an absolute powerful letter. I mean, it was very well written, and whoever wrote it was
well thought out.
It was very well thought out of. Yeah. Can you imagine being a good high school football player in the Florida Island FAMU? Then you hear about this rumor. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna say this though. Not every situation that happens like this ends in there being. There will be some collateral damage from this, and there will be some people that probably steer away from it. But then again, I think FAMU has done enough before today to sustain their reputation that if you want to go to FAMU, you'll still give FAMU the consideration of the benefit of the doubt. And that letter tugged on your heartstrings, bro. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, I don't.
That's absolutely right, Sid. That's correct. And in that letter, he described that somebody, whoever was dealing with him, they told him one thing. And again, you still need to know your stuff. You still need to know what your I think Coach Simmons made a point today, Zoe. He said when he was at Clemson, none of his coaches ever came to his class. What he was trying to convey was that they had people in places to do that type of stuff, where the coaches, all they had to do was just be coaches. They didn't have to go and be oversee study hall and all this other stuff. He was like, against the law, we can't legally be, we can't advise our kids on all that stuff. Russell Hayes, I'm always humble, brother. I'm always humble, man. I only come out when y'all ask for it. But anyway, let's jump into the letter, bro. I'm gonna put this up so y'all can kind of get the bullet point. I was watching the story, the young lady that covers FAMU. I'm gonna move this comment real quick so y'all can see exactly what it says. So this is the letter was broken down into 5 different bullet points. First one being financial aid, second one being academic support, compliance, third being summer school. Then they finished the letter off with underrepresentation and underappreciation. And so, like I said, I read the whole thing. I know you did too, and I know we talked about it. They talked about financial aid. They talked about the money's always being consistently late. And then they talked about the excuse being given that we got a new system. He was like, but that's not something that's acceptable anymore. You can't keep using the same excuse year in and year out. And they talked about how the financial aid situation has put the kids in a lot of uncompromising situations. Some of them have had to go and seek out employment to try to make ends meet. Some of them have been evicted. Some of them they talked about credit. And they went through the whole gambit, man, of the whole situation to paint that picture, bro. I'm going to leave this up because we're going to talk through this. I know y'all see our face all the time, but go ahead and give your take on the financial aid.
Let me before I even get into that, let me ask you a question. Because I, for one, I may be in the minority. I'm actually glad that the players did this. And they had a ton of players to sign it. They're in unison, so they agreed amongst the multitude of the team to go through with this. That says a lot for a team to actually think about this and follow through with it, right? They mentioned the whole thing about protesting at the end of the game. They're going to take a knee during the school fight song, things of that nature. Which again, they agreed it as a team and did it and then followed through with it. But let me ask you a question, because I
Okay.
know, one thing that's really embedded in, HBCU culture is, hey man, we'll go on in the house, stay in the house. We don't put, school business out on Front Street. And, like I told you, it has to be done, because if it's not done, then nothing will be done. And so I know the masses will be like, they're going to hate that the players are going to take a knee because it's going to bring negative attention to the school. Well, what's worse, them taking a knee bringing negative attention, or the fact that everything that they're stating in this letter is true? You tell me which one is worse. Because here, guess what? Them saying something about it, nothing was being done, right? It's like anything else. You have not because you ask not, or you demand what you need to get done. They should not be in this position that they are right now. And even Coach Prime with Jackson State has actually put some things out there. And he also stated there are other coaches in the SWAC. They've mentioned some things to him, but he has a platform to where he can say something, and he can handle the arrows. He doesn't have to worry about it as if like some of the other coaches will. He's spoken
Right.
this before. And so it is a bad thing. Remember, Coach Prime just made a video about a month or two ago, going at Tate Reeves about, hey, about the refunds. You know what I'm saying? Because I got players, they gotta pay their rent. How can I get this handled? And he took the public approach because, again, if I don't take this approach, nothing will get done. And again, in order to get things done in life, you have to get uncomfortable, because again, nothing comes from a comfortable state. Being comfortable is dangerous. And again, but not to get too long with it, but I wanted to ask you, what's your take on that? Because again, I believe, it's just my opinion, it feels to me like they're going to get some blowback behind this, because these players are going to follow through with this. They meant what they said, and they have the blessing of the head coach.
Let me say this. I don't think they're gonna get as much blowback as you think. I think what they're doing right now is they got leverage, bro. They're the students. Keep in mind, these are not just football players. They're students first. They're student athletes, right? So
Yeah.
again, I go back to my conversation with a 30-year employee at Jackson State. Last time I'm at home, we're sitting down, we're having a real conversation. And he said, Ken, I'm gonna be real with you. He said, the people who run the school is not the president. It's not Coach Prime. He said, it's the students. He said, because when the students start to really put their foot down and demand better, let me ask you this question. I hate to answer a question with a question. Now, we trolled about this, but what I said, like we talked about in our chat yesterday, I said, what I'm not going to do is I'm not trolling anymore about the things that we deal with from a disadvantaged situation and circumstance. Now, we're going to talk smack. We're going to talk that football talk. You're going to get this work. But when it comes to the things that hold us back, that keeps us marginalized and keeps us in the red, but I don't find that funny no more, bro. It's like we're adults now. You see what I'm saying? We the generation that's got to move the needle and set the tone and set the standard for the next generation to come, and not be, for lack of a better term, pussyfooting around these topics and these conversations. It's a different day, bro. The media is what you see now. Like I said, we ain't media guys, but this is media, social media.
Yeah.
They put that out there because here's the thing. They also will be protected, because guess what? You know what I saw today? I saw the FAMU, Rattler Nation, the faithful rally behind the kids. They're not rallying behind the president. He can be replaced, because no one person is bigger than the institute. Everybody that graduated from FAMU, including the young lady that took the picture in front of the snake. I just had to throw that in there. That was too easy to throw that in there.
I'm
You're looking for it, huh? Hey, let me be serious, y'all. Let me be serious. Y'all don't come. I'm sorry, y'all. But look, what I'm saying is this, bro. Bro, they got the whole world. You know what I told you that? I said, bro, this letter but they gonna have everybody in the nation root for FAMU come Sunday. I know it's gonna be against the world, baby. But nah, anyway, I don't think it's gonna be as much blowback as you think. I think the president applies some pressure. Now, not only did they apply pressure to the president, but they also apply pressure to the state of Florida, man, because this shines a light on a lot of now. Granted, you got an idiot that's head of the state right now that don't show too much favor towards any type of education or educators. You feel what I'm saying?
Or anything with
melanin. Huh?
I said, or anybody with melanin in their skin.
But here's all I'm saying. The players did what they had to do. I respect them for it. You think about Grambling. Grambling put their foot down when they dealt with it. Grambling got better as a result of that. I think we all now. It sucked for us. It's always like, and then here's the only thing I don't like about it, and I mean this in a joking way. Why we got to be tough? Wait a minute, y'all. Why y'all got to put us in that thing? And, yo, we dealing with our issues over there too, man. They were like, you think that's it? I was like, hell yeah, we dealing with the same thing. Thank goodness for Coach Prime. So you know what I'm talking about, bro. Thank goodness for Coach Prime. You take it how you want to take it. But look, Coach Prime closed a lot of gaps, and he closed them quickly at 1400 JR Lynch, bro. But we still, even with Coach Prime being there, we're still dealing with a lot of things, man. And like I said, not to make this about Jackson State, but I don't, to answer the question in the shortest, I say the shortest for as long-winded as I've been, I don't see the blowback being, I see Rattler Nation rallying behind those kids. I think you're going to see a group of inspired young men come out and play some football come Sunday. And we're going to have to punch them in the mouth to bring them back down to earth. Because if we let them come out there with all that adrenaline, they might try to jump on top of us early, man. So we got to make sure we on our A game. We can't show up and expect them to lay down. They didn't lay down for UNC. But we're going to all stay close to this as time goes by. And we'll see if we make some progress. Let's move on to the next thing real quick. And then once we finish this up, we'll go catch you guys up in the comments, man. I've seen like 30 comments since last time I looked at it. But academic support and compliance. This is where they broke down, Zoe, where they talked about the situation and scenario, how there's only one person. You got one person that's supposed to be inputting all this information for some 400 plus student athletes, which is just absolutely, that's asinine. And it's also, it's sad, bro. It's sad. Like you know, like they talked about academic support. They talked about not having the things that they need, and how is that gonna, keep us focused on the institution. They referenced the commitments and things that was the promises that was made to them when they became. They decided to become Rattlers. Huh?
I said even meals too. You know, they talked about that too, man. Not getting enough meals and not being able to maintain weight, man. It's just.
Well, that was, you know what? That's a great point. I failed to mention that because that's in the I think that was in the financial piece of it. Just as far as all of this is all the breakdown. It don't have to be all tied to the bullet points, but the reality of it, he said they gave an example of when they were supported, they gained weight. They saw the benefits of it. But then they come back into summer school and it was taken away from them, and many of them weren't able to maintain a lot of that weight. And listen, what's one of the biggest things we talk about, though? We talking about FBS versus FCS. Don't we talk about that training table?
Yeah, man. And believe it or not, there are not, even amongst the North Dakota states and Eastern Washingtons and Youngstown State, there's not a lot of schools in the FCS landscape that actually has a training table. It's not. Matter of fact, you probably don't even have 5 schools in the SWAC that have one. Seriously, they have a real legit training table. Jack State is one of them.
There's some of the stuff, man, that we want to see at our institutions, man. Where we know it costs money. We know it costs money as far as food costs is definitely there, but it also comes down to an investment, man. We always applaud those institutions that get it right, and we want to spend more time elevating those schools, man, and highlighting those that get it right, and just try to duplicate the process, man. Because, like I said, let's go back to this letter real quick, and we'll get on through it. They talked about summer school. That's where they broke down, Isaiah Land's situation with his ineligibility, being advised to take some classes, and he took the wrong class, and now he's 3 credit hours short. Don't know how they're gonna fix that. Like I said, then they talked about underrepresentation, wanting to be one student athletes to be on the search committee when it comes to the new athletic directors, the things that are important, the different attributes and things that they feel is necessary. That they listed some very specific things that they want to see in the next AD, which I thought was very powerful, because they're saying, look, we need somebody that really can handle, come in and really set the tone, handle, put a structure in place and really make that work. And then the last thing is just underappreciation. Like, don't clap for us when we win a big game, but you guys don't really commit to us and make the long-term commitment to us like you think you should. And basically, they say, look, we're not playing for this institution, but we're playing for our brothers, our family. They talked about tickets being, he talked about the tickets being cut short. You're supposed to get 4 tickets per player. They went back and switched it to 2. Like they laid it out, man.
Yeah,
they
man.
laid it out. And I'll pause and let you go, and then we'll go to the comments, man.
Well, I was going to jump to the comments because I saw one stood out. Person here asked, does this affect recruiting? Without a doubt, it's the first thing it affects, like instantaneously, because again, negative recruiting is a real thing, and the longer it takes for FAMU to address these problems, the negative recruiting is going to be out there because it had been resolved. I mean, for example, they don't have a training table. We do. I'm not gonna sit there and say, you don't have a training table, then you got all this going on. They're not gonna be transparent with you. You sit here, you don't even know how you're gonna eat, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you 3 good meals with 3 meats every day. You know what I'm saying? With a nutrition bar, with all the Gatorade drinks you can stand, and you can take your food home. Because again, Coach Prime said it. The main thing a parent really care about is, my dorm life, where I'm gonna lay my head, how it's gonna be, and am I gonna feed them?
That's facts.
Main thing. And Jack State, man, you're going to have a dorm, good clean dorm, and you're going to eat your heart's desire. As much as you want, you get 3 meats every day. So, I mean, and that's just one part of it. Then, again, they listed some other things too, So all of that plays into it apart. And again, until they get rectified, you can have all these other schools and coaches. They all going to do it. They're going to kill you with it. And it's factual. It's not hate. It's not salt. Until they fix it, it's going to be there. It's the elephant in the room. So that's why they got to get out front of it.
EA. Hold on. EA, what's up, bro? Hey, no. Hell no. To the no. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. EA in the house, man. What's happening, bro? You said y'all got it this weekend. I ain't trying to hear that. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, no, we block all that. Mm-mm.
No comprende.
No, sir.
I don't want to hear it, dog. I don't want to hear it.
Because guess what? You found your quarterback, man, and y'all did so great against a Power 5 school, and we're not a Power 5 program. So, of course, you can maintain a handle with us. No, we rebuke you, dog. We're not rolling with that.
Yeah, we ain't sleeping on nobody, man. I think people just tend to think that all of a sudden, man. I ain't look. Nothing I saw over the weekend made me feel like, what? You know what, though? I got to do this. Pause on all of that. We'll come back to that. I want to give some. I want to send a shout out, bro, to the SWAC, man. I want to make sure. Shout out to the commissioner, man, for what do you think about them sending some help over to help FAMU sort through that? I thought that was pretty dope for the conference to send some extra reinforcement to help them sort through that.
I mean, I love it. You know what it does? Coincidentally, or the irony is, it says a lot about leadership, doesn't it? The irony is, it said a lot about leadership, which is what we're talking about, the lack thereof at FAMU. See the juxtaposition, it really, really speaks to, great leadership. And coincidentally, not only do they do that, but then we go ahead and we extend the commissioner on his salary, on his contract. We extend him out to do that, dude. Which kudos to him, man. He is a good commissioner. But the fact that they put that statement out, which is on your screen right now, and again, the fact that they did that. I mean, how many conferences actually work hand in hand with each member institution? You know what I'm saying? And then here's the thing. The SWAC didn't even put that message out first. FAMU did. They let it be known, hey, the SWAC came through, and they're assisting us in this matter so we can go ahead and get this rectified. So it says a lot about, again, like you hear me say all the time, when it's work-related for me in my personal life, attitude reflect leadership. Attitude reflect leadership. And look at what the SWAC is doing. So kudos to him, man.
Hey, man, listen. Let's go ahead and read this real quick. Southwestern Athletic Conference Office is working diligently to assist FAMU athletics with certification of several football student athletes. FAMU and all administrative entities have been extremely cooperative and helpful throughout the process. We stand committed to assisting all of our membership when our assistance is needed, and we look forward to continuing to work to get the matter resolved. Shout out to Commissioner McClellan. I know a lot of times, hey, man, commission's the real deal, man. I don't know what nobody else said. Hey, real quick, man, we've been going an hour. Folks, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We got 210 in the room. Hey, man, make sure you guys go ahead and like the stream. And while I got your attention, a couple things, a couple housekeeping things real quick. Real quick. The 210, 215 that's in the room, I need you to go subscribe. We almost to 1,000 subs, man. Come on, man. I need your help. Get Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club over 1,000 subs. We're almost there. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe right away. Also need you to go subscribe to the 1400 Club YouTube page. The 1400 Club YouTube page. We got a website. The 1400 Club. Zoe said when we first jumped on, be a friend of the 1400 Club through a donation. It can be $5, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, whatever you want to put in the pot. Be a friend of the 1400 Club. We got a big tailgate coming down the pipe. Week 3, first home game versus Graham fam. Hey man, if you're in the building, you see us over, you're gonna see that tent, you're gonna see that logo. You gotta stop by, come see us, man. We're gonna be over there. We're gonna go live from the 1400 Club YouTube page. If you ain't subscribed, how you gonna see the live? Hey, I'll stop right there. Anyway, if you need the Jack State season tickets, go to gojsutigers.myimpacttickets.com, man. Make sure you guys go get your season tickets. You got to get that card. You got to have a QR code to get in. The paper tickets ain't going to help you. You can't get in the game. I know we ain't got but 5. I said 4. We got 5. You see that? You see, we're going to pack that thing out like the picture that Zoe got behind him right now. But I wanted to make sure I take a pause for a quick minute. Again, dope shows, Tiger Talk the 1400 Club. Make sure you go subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Let's go back to the comments real quick. Go ahead.
And one last thing about
the
look, one last thing about the commissioner that I'd be remiss if I don't mention. You know, he did go to Prairie, but you know, commissioner is a Jacktown Jew too.
He is. That he is. Hey, Jacktown, man, we around here. Hey, I ain't even go there, though. See, EA, I ain't want to do you like this. I ain't want to say we brag different because you know Brad comes from Jackson. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, you got that brag issue.
Yeah.
But they
thought I'd throw that out there. But no. We all family, man. We all family. Like I said, I have resorted to my smack talk is all football talk. But in the end, man, I want to see our institutions, man, elevate to the Seaway.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, he went to the north. He went to Seaway.
Yeah, man, Jacktown. That's a Jacktown Jew, man. He don't play that. I know he light skinned. Don't play with commissioner. Don't think that he's soft now because he high yellow.
He a Jacktown Jew.
And you know we will play. We stick together now. You come for commission. You just like I said, keep it cordial.
And the
pass that little Seaway.
Is and that's JEW.
Julian a Seaway charge. Makes us see if Jew still in the thing. But look, man. But like I said, we wanted to make sure we touch on that, man. Shout out to the players, the FAMU players, man. Shout out to the alums, man. We rooting for you guys, man. And I know, you know, on the gridiron, man, it's all competition. But in the end, bro, we want to see you guys thrive. Like I told Earl, I don't know if Earl is on the stream or even on YouTube. My brother Earl, I said, bro, we need y'all, man. We need y'all to be good. But shout out to Coach Willie Simmons and his whole staff. They had them boys ready. They went out there. They battled. They battled so much, man, that they had some of our own Jacktown folk. And I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. Folk get nervous. Oh, they like this, though. Oh man, you got a quarterback.
They got Tourette syndrome, huh?
Relax, man. It's just football. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
LAX, man. Hey. Relax. We good.
Now listen. Let me just say this, man. Let me go ahead and throw this out there right now. If somebody from Jack State ain't told y'all, gave y'all no updates about what's going on at Jack State, man, don't pay no attention to that stuff. You're gonna see everybody that's supposed to be eligible to play on Sunday gonna be playing on Sunday. Don't worry, don't you fret, man. Everybody, how many, you know how many phone calls I got today? You know how many text messages I got today? You know how many inboxes I got today? Asking me, is such and such going to be? What about?
I got them too.
Hey, what? I'm gonna put it in the comments right now. I'm gonna do Aaron Rodgers. What Aaron Rodgers say so?
RELAX. Relax.
Hey, that's to everybody. I just put that out there for everybody. Relax.
Exhale, baby. Exhale.
Relax, man. Hey, man. He said script baby. Hey man, it don't make no difference. Listen, let me tell y'all what we gonna do. We don't get into I don't get into the back and forth. I don't get into the rigmarole. We just call it like it is. We give what we could give. Like I said, we're not gonna go too much into Jackson State preview FAMU because guess what? You gotta get that on Tiger Talk.
Yeah.
It's like pay-per-view, man. We can't give you everything. See this logo say Ken Clark 1400. It's me and Zoe. We going live, but we don't take away from Tiger Talk. You got to go to Tiger Talk to get previews, man. You got to go to Tiger Talk to get the authentic, raw, and uncut Jackson State content, you know. So anyway, let's move right along, bro. Let's move right along. What's the next thing we got on the agenda today? We're gonna preview. Now we got a preview. We still got week 1 to go through. I just wanted to make sure we didn't leave no meat on the bone because we're gonna jump right into into next week because we got some big games coming down the pipe. So we got 2. Oh my goodness, bro.
I tell you what, I'm happy about this. We got 2. Listen,
we got 2 HBCU football games on Thursday night, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dog, we got football on Thursday. We got football on Saturday. We got football on Sunday. Go ahead.
I tell you what, we'll go ahead and we'll discuss the upcoming games, but we can go ahead and pick outcome from these upcoming games. Cause I'm 2-0 right now. I'm like Coach Prime, I'm batting 1,000.
Hold on. How you get to be 2-0? Because who you counting?
North Carolina and Alabama State.
Oh, shit, we all 2-0. I'm 2-0 too.
Oh, you
Y'all
did?
see that in the comment, right? Y'all see that in the comment. I'm 2-0 too. I what you think. I had North Carolina, Alabama State. I had both of them.
Okay then.
Franklin Kuntz in the video. Who the hell is Franklin Kuntz?
That's a bot,
Frank,
man.
What's up, man? Huh? That's a bot. Hey, man. So look, man, we're gonna jump into once we jump into the preview, we're gonna throw the stream into the chat, and y'all wanna come on and talk to us? Come on. Like I said, make sure you turn your camera off. If you're looking ugly, you got a bonnet on your head for my ladies out there.
Hey, watch this. Just go ahead and send Ava the link. Go and bring my dude on. He ain't gonna come though. He not coming.
Avis ain't coming on the stream, man. He ain't coming on the stream. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it now. Anybody, whoever come on, hey, you want to come on? Come on. We ain't scared. Look, we don't do call-ins. Respect everybody that do call-in. We want you on the stream.
So check this out, man. So we do know Alcorn got, I believe, Stephen F. Austin coming up.
I'm gonna put it up. Let me add it. I'm gonna go ahead and put these up for you real quick, bro, because you can only have so many banners on at one time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wait a minute. I got a bad connection over here. Well, I can't wait till I get my whatchamacallit. I cannot wait till I get my my fiber, man. Y'all don't even realize the stuff I be going through. A lot of times, though, I was telling some of the folks, I said, look, man, y'all don't even be realizing that, man, I had to deal with freeze-ups, all kind of stuff, man. Every time you saw me entering the stream with my name, then that's what I was dealing with. So, but it's okay, though. All right, so let me upload these real quick.
Look at now you talking about he ain't got no technology, man.
Avery ain't gonna do nothing, man. Avery don't do nothing but talk.
Avery, come on, man.
Avery don't do nothing but talk, man.
Come on, man. Bless him with that football IQ, dog.
Hey, man, make sure who that is, Jeffrey. Turn your camera off, boss. You got 1 minute. No camera. He ain't listen. There you go. I'll bring you on the stream now. Turn your camera off, boss. We don't want to see your face. Turn your camera off. There you go. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
You don't want to see my face. Oh no, I just wanted to say, man, that you all, man, I don't know if anybody been watching y'all from maybe 2-3 months ago, six months ago, but the favor that y'all got, man, and the move that y'all moving, man. Things are happening for y'all, man. And I don't even watch. I watch SWAC Buzz or whatever, but I tune in to y'all, man, because I'm gonna get it straight. You know what I'm saying? And y'all talk about the issues other than football, around football. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like Blue Bloods too. Anyway, I just wanted to say that,
Appreciate
man. Appreciate it.
I want to get somebody a couple opinions and let's speak on some football, bro. We can talk about these upcoming games. I want to see what these folk got to say about this game on Sunday. But hey, look, all right. So check this out. Let's run them down.
Let him finish. So, Jeff, you finished, bro?
Well, yeah, I want to talk to football too, real quick. And what I wanted to say was, has Jackson State got good guard center speed and footwork?
That's a good question. We'll take it off the stream. I appreciate you coming on, bro. We're gonna address that off the stream. You don't mind? All right. So look, guard to center. I think the offensive line has been, and I'll let you touch on this too, Zoe. I think I would say those three positions have been kind of solidified. I think we really healthy there. I like what the players. If you follow Tiger Talk the 1400 Club, we had a players only show. We talked about the O-line being we too deep at every position, just effectively starter level quality depth. Too deep at every position. Some positions 3 deep. I think we're good at the center. We got 4 centers on the roster that's solid. The guards are very solid actually. Y'all know who they are, man. Evan Henry, we got Kirk Ford, we got Tyler Brown, we got Demetrius Jordan. I mean, I'm gonna just list those 4 since we said 2 deep. The centers, I would say Zach Broad, Trey Schumans. We got my man Ward, and we got Josiah Laban, who came in from Servite out of the Trinity League in Canada.
Man.
Looking good, man. Had a really good scrimmage on Saturday. So I think we're really healthy, man. I think the offensive line has really upgraded. We upgraded the offensive line position. The tackles are solid. I think we hold. It's 5-1. That's my take on it. So you want to add a little meat to that?
Man, look, Jeff. All I'm gonna say is, do a pastor know his word? Yes, sir. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, bruh. Guard center guard. I don't care what anybody else say. We got a future NFL player that's probably gonna be a left guard. Tyler Brown is somebody you want to pay admission to come see. Dude got the footwork, the agility, got the side, and play with a mean streak. Dude was already on the line that was considered one of the best in the country. He was on it. And he young. Dude still got three years of eligibility. Right here at JSU, and he homegrown. Nasty. Go ahead.
Let me throw something in there that he says though that I want to make sure I address. I want to say the reason what you see transpiring on this YouTube channel, in this YouTube space is what we've been doing for years. We're absolutely indebted to Tiger Talk. We're loyal to Tiger Talk. Like I said, this ain't no deviation from Tiger Talk. Let's make sure we put that out there. We represent Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. But we at the end of the day, we football guys. Like I said, we have so many. The 1400 Club is a machine, man. We got graphic designs, we got apparel, we got producers, we got DJs, we got content, we got the podcast, we got so much that we got going on, and we're not limited, man. So a lot of what you've seen is that through that platform, through our primary platform, you've seen us kind of build a reputation and a following, and we represent Jackson State, man. I mean, at the end of the day, we're considered insiders, and there's a good few of us that's like that. Shout out to the Pregame Show who has exclusive access to Coach Prime. Hey, man, no doubt about it, man. It's nothing but love. And one of the things that, and I'm going to say this too, Zoe. Let me say this. I want to make sure I put this out there. My mission and our mission, and Zoe and I talk about this a lot, is that, see, ain't no ego, man. We don't have no ulterior motives. We just really good brothers that try to keep thing on the up and up. And a lot of times there's opportunities for bull junk to creep up in the midst. But our efforts and we put a lot of energy behind maintaining and making the main thing, and keeping this train rolling. And that's why we ain't in competition with nobody, because all you got to do is put the work out there. And when you do what you do, the people will appreciate it. If they rock with it, they rock with it. So Jeff, man, that's what you see taking place. I rock with SWAC Buzz. Shout out to the Blue Bloods. Shout out to Kobe, Coach Walker, DJ, and everybody that's in this YouTube space that's doing this. It took us a little while to get there, but yeah, if you follow Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club Zone, you'll see we just dropped episode 261. So you got to ask yourself, what happened to the other 250? Well, that lets you know that we existed prior to coming to this space. So I just wanted to throw that out there since he put it out there. But I appreciate you for coming on. Anybody can come on the stream. Turn your camera off, come on the stream. Like I said, you get a minute. If you're talking football, you got something you really want to go into, we'll extend it to 2 minutes. So hit that stream. Come on if you want to, man. If you want to chop it up. I know a lot of people like that call. But like I said,
if they want to keep that scream on, let them keep it on if they want to.
Hey, I'm trying to make them. I'm trying to make it to where they want to come on. Some people think they ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? They might not want to show their face. I'm just teasing, man. But go ahead.
No, but I was going to add to that too, man. We talk about Tyler Brown. Then you got Zach Bro, who's a mainstay in center. Follow, you know what I'm saying? And we're not going to get into the tackles, man. Because Debo and Willis, man. Willis a dog too.
Man, Willis, let me tell you something, bro. I had a chance to do that show though with the old lineman. Willis Patrick that dude got one of them. He has an amazing personality. Matter of fact, he done challenged me to basketball. Y'all gotta understand, I look like a football player, but see, I've been getting buckets my whole life. I try to tell him. Now, what I ain't about to do is play him one-on-ones and get him hurt, and I get banned for life from the school. I was like, nah, bro, we'll do a 3-point shootout. You stand over there, I stand over here, and we just shoot that thing. I don't want to go there, but Willis Patrick, man, is the real deal, bro. Not only is he a really good tackle, but man, he has a $1 million personality, man. I really enjoyed that show, and CFL will be back. CFL will be back, man. We got a surprise for y'all coming up. CFL,
so,
man.
My boy Kobe.
Man. Kobe coming with, man.
Kobe, good dude, bro.
Good dude, man. Hey, look, I ain't gonna steal his shine, man. Hey, just rebranded. Ain't nothing wrong with rebranding. And look, man, it's all right. It's all right. Sometimes you gotta rebrand yourself and kind of go and say, I love Willis Patrick. Man, Willis Patrick is the real deal, man. He the real deal. But anywho, hey, let's jump into these previews. We don't want to keep talking. We don't want to make nobody bored. Hey, we got 240 people in this thing, man. We should have at least 250 likes, 240 at a minimum. So if you ain't like the stream, look, man, hit the like button. We appreciate you. Anywho, Zoe, coming up next week, man. Let's jump into it real quick. First team up, man, on Thursday night, bro. We got Mississippi Valley going to Tarleton State. They're going to Texas, dog. Tarleton State, man, officially become an FCS program. Hey, man, they putting a lot of money into that program. I think that's going to be a tall order. But then again, I don't know, man. I think Coach Vincent Dancy got himself something over there. It'll got some things shaking over there, man. They got some things shaking over there, it'll be, man. What you think?
They do. Man, look, I'm feeling real good right now. I'm actually going to go out on a limb, man. I'm not going to really deviate and go into the depths of it. But that's going to be our first shocker on the weekend. I got Valley.
Oh, boy. You got Valley?
I got Valley.
Go.
Wait, man. Hey, man.
Don't roll it with Valley? Ooh.
Look,
go ahead.
And look, I never do this. Ever. So, but here's the thing. First game of the season.
Yeah.
Valley got a full allotment of scholarships. We got to remember that.
They do. Congratulations to Valley, man.
They got the National JUCO Player of the Year. They come from a great JUCO program. The main thing is, and you got Ken Evans, which I got a story to tell you about him too, because what a lot of people don't know, Ken Evans, I have a cousin that played at Whitehaven High School. He was set the national high school touchdown record for touchdown catches in the game and a half. Robert Tobin, go Google it. Well, anyway, he played at Whitehaven. Ken Evans played at Westwood. They ran a run and shoot offense. And Ken Evans, I can't remember who he signed with, but he ended up coming back to Tennessee State. Good quarterback. This is his second year, you know what I'm saying, as the OC coming into Valley. So again, continuity, new quarterback. Valley got some really good pieces on defense. And the one thing Vincent Dancy cut his teeth on, they have some players, you know what I'm saying, on defense. So you got the conference leading rusher returning with a mobile quarterback, a better quarterback at that. Now, granted, we're still yet to see, you know what I'm saying, what all he's going to throw. But there are some surprises for what they're going to do offensively for Tarleton State. And Tarleton State is moving up, too. I got Valley, man, in a close game. I'm gonna give it the Alabama State surprise. I got Valley by 3. I'm gonna say 24-21. First big non-coverage, really big non-coverage win for the SWAC. I got Valley on it.
See, now you got me feeling. I'm gonna feel guilty now. Tarleton State is tough, bro. They tough.
It's gonna be a tough game. Damn. He was in there.
I love it. Hey, first of all, let me say this, bro. Shout out to Valley, man. Valley got a new truck, bro.
Look good.
Listen, bro. Valley got it, man. I love the hype video, bro. With the new uni. Hey, man. They coming hard with it, man. Hey, what they say? You're only as strong as your weakest link, right? But a lot of times, Valley was everybody's homecoming. Like Coach Dancy said, Coach Dancy's JSU Titan. Let me say this, bro. I tell you what. You know what, bro? I'm gonna do this. I can't go against the home team, bro. So if I take an L, I'm gonna take an L going down with the JSU Tiger. I'm gonna roll with Valley too. I'm gonna roll with Valley on it. I'm gonna go out on a limb. You got me feeling. Hey, like you said, here's what I'm saying. Like you said, JUCO quarterback, very similar to Demetri Davis, but a lot older.
He got some size.
Great quarterback, a lot bigger. He can throw the ball. He ain't really throw. He's really a runner. But here's the thing. That actually bodes well for Valley. Let me say this too. Valley gonna have the most rushing yards in their game because they got arguably one of the best. They got, if not the best running back in all of the SWAC. And I say, if not, arguably. Caleb Johnson is the real deal, man. And I'm telling you, they're gonna have to deal with it. I think Valley's defense is gonna be fine. They got a lot of transfers come in from not a lot, but a couple of transfers. I know Moffitt and who am I forgetting? That left and went to come back to me. They had a couple of DBs that played with us and they went over to
Moffitt's gonna be a good player for them.
I mean, listen, he did a really good job of recruiting. He hit the JUCO trail it ain't just the JUCO quarterback that he picked up. They picked up a lot of offensive linemen. They picked up some really good defenders, some linebackers, some D linemen. I think Valley has a chance, man. They got a chance. They got a chance to go in there. And I'm gonna tell you like this right here. We all expect Valley to be better this year. And I'll say this right here. That team plays like the mentality of his head football coach. They believe in everything that DeMonte Holloman. Thank you, Jay Boone. I appreciate that. DeMonte Holloman and Moffitt, Cedric Moffitt. And you know what? That roster fits them. Good talent, good quality depth. And I expect them to play up, man. They're gonna play up. And you know what? Why not, bro? Why not? What was Tarleton State? Why we got to feel like Tarleton State? Hey, look, Valley getting a little bit of they getting some resource. I would say some resource-driven things that's going on in Itabena, man. So we're gonna roll with Valley in the first game, bro. I'm looking forward to it. Thursday, I'm gonna be watching that thing somewhere on the Pacific, the Atlantic Ocean. I'm gonna be over there now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Biscayne Bay. I'm watching that thing, bro. You feel me? So anyway, next game. I ain't got no score. All right, score. All right. Valley. If I'm gonna say a Valley gonna win, so I'm gonna go with a let's see. I'm gonna go 21-17, bro.
I can dig it.
21-17. Go 21-17.
You know what? Let me retract my score.
You don't change no score.
No. I'm gonna roll what you got. I like that. 21-17. I roll with that. I like that.
21-17, bro. three tugs versus 2 tugs in the field goal. Hey, we'll roll with it. So we'll see how it goes. Alabama A&M versus UAPB. I'll take this one first since you went first last time. UAPB, boy, that's going to be a tall order. I'm telling you right now. That's going to be tough. Hey, we don't know who their quarterback going to be. Are they starting Quincy Case or are they starting Lane? I don't know. Do you know?
It don't matter.
So here's what we do know. We know that Alabama A&M will start 11 new players on the defense. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I think Alabama A&M gonna show some flashes. I got them finishing second in the East. I know. Don't. Hey, I got Alabama A&M finishing second in the East. I got FAMU finishing third. I'm just telling you right now. This game ain't gonna be close. It ain't gonna be close. I got Alabama A&M. I'm gonna say I'll say it this way. I say UAPB. I'm gonna go 38-17, bro. I'm gonna give them 17. I think they can score. I'm gonna go 38-17 UAPB. I think they're respectable. I think it's a respectable because they picked up a lot of transfers. I think that defense is going to be better than what you think, but I don't think the defense is going to be enough to stop the UAB team. But I do feel like, somebody say 49-13. I'm going to say 38-17, bro. 38-17 UAPB. I'm going to give them 17.
At 3 more points than what I gave them. I ain't even going to be long-winded on this. They're going to get the break beat off of. I got 49-10. And I'm giving Garrett Quarles a touchdown. 49-10. I'm almost inclined to say 56-10. It's going to get.
Hey, man, why I got to be on that oil, man? Ain't no oil, man. Well, I mean, it's over with now. It's gone right now. That drink. All right, okay. All right, moving right along, man. Bethune-Cookman, Miami. Boy, they're going to get destroyed. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm just out the gate. I'm telling you right now. They're going to get ugly. Bethune-Cookman. Look, dog, Bethune-Cookman. I hate to say it, bro. Miami is going to be tough on the crystal ball, bro. They had one of the best recruiting classes. Oh, my goodness.
And they not done.
Let me tell you something, man. They're going to get ugly for Bethune, dog. I got Miami beating them boys like 63 to like 13, bro. 63-13. That's my scope.
You know what? I'm gonna go 63-7, and the only touchdown Bethune-Cookman gonna get is gonna be Kamar Everett, and I believe Kamar Everett is gonna ball this game.
LJ Lowe, and I ain't mean to cut you off. Don't come for me, y'all. I cut him off there. But anyway, listen. I know LJ that they ain't been a lot for a while, but this is a different Miami team, bro. I'm telling you, bro. We follow recruiting. Listen, Cristobal is a really good coach. He is. It's gonna get ugly for Bethune. You know what? Let me say this. Let me say this. Caveat. Here's my caveat. Weather. Depending on the weather. If it's pouring down raining and they got to play in the rain zone, I'm gonna drop my score 48-7. I'm gonna go 48-7 if it's like that. I don't think Bethune. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to Bethune. Bethune got to figure out who's gonna be their quarterback. I'm telling you right now, it don't matter, bro. That team is gonna get ugly, man. That's not a game.
With all due respect, because it's a SWAC game. If it wasn't for that, man, I sound like Coach Prime right now. Ain't nobody care. 63-7. 63.
All right, so look, moving right along. We're gonna move on early, Bethune. I'm sorry, bro. We're gonna watch that game. So what time that game come on? That game come on. Y'all gotta forgive me because that's East Coast time.
12:30 p.m.
Be 3:30. I'll be watching that game, bro. Man, bro, I gotta come get you too, bro. Yeah, that game gonna get ugly by the time I get ready to come pick you up, dog. So I ain't gonna have no problem to come get you. All right, so let's see. Alabama State versus Miles. Look, Miles is a really tough D2 team. I got Alabama State. Alabama State gonna be 2-0. Shout out to Eddie Robinson, bro. Hey, I think they gonna dominate this game. I think they're gonna dominate this game. I get Alabama State. I got Alabama State scoring. I got it 31-14, Alabama State. I think Alabama. That's no disrespect to Miles. I just think Alabama State, from the team that we saw, I think for them to get a chance to play again on Saturday against the Miles, man, they got a very favorable schedule until they get to October 8th. But keep going.
So, for the record, again, I want everybody on this stream to know that I, Zoe DeLorean, picked Alabama State. Picked Alabama State to finish third in SWAC East. It's gonna happen, but they're gonna win. Man, look, Miles is not winning that game. They just lost their entire coaching staff. And one little tidbit about Miles, anybody that's picking them, understand that Miles has a losing record against every school in the SWAC in history. And so they're the greatest coach ever. He over Tuskegee, and y'all think they finna win? The data points say that ain't true. Alabama State 2-0.
Alabama State 2-0. Shout out to Alabama State, man. Out the gates early, bro. You just say you got to finish in third, though.
Oh, for sure.
Finish in third. Okay,
for sure.
I respect that. Ooh. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're gonna speak some more time. Alcorn, Stephen F. Austin. This is gonna be a really good test right here, bro. Let me tell you something. Stephen F. Austin looked vulnerable in the game that they played on Saturday. Stephen F. Austin played against who they played against? Jacksonville State. And Jacksonville State dominated, bro. They ran roughshod on. They ran roughshod on. Appreciate that, Kevon Thompson. I appreciate 200 likes. We got 250 in the room. Hey, if you just joining the stream, we appreciate you guys, man. Come on in. We just talking football. We previewing these games coming up this week. And look, go ahead and like the stream while you're at it, and subscribe to the channel, man. Appreciate you. Stephen F. Austin Alcorn, Zoe, I'll let you take them first.
Man, I really wrestle with this game. I kind of want to say Alcorn, man. The only reason I'm really not gonna roll with them on this game is just they got quite a few question marks. If I had more, but granted, I'm not really plugged into Alcorn, but if I had some more, bullet points or things to really hang my hat on with the team, if they didn't have as many question marks as I feel that they do, then I can lean toward and really roll with Alcorn because, again, all things kind of point in their favor. Home opener, first game of the season for them, you know what I'm saying, at the crib. And Alcorn has been pretty good at home over the past 6-7 years. And, because of McNair, the continuity, and you want to pretty much believe in him because he has good stock. He is a good head coach, and they play for him. But even though Stephen F. Austin got boat race, they're still one of the top 15 teams in the country.
They are.
And we got to remember, Jacksonville State, though they're an FCS program, they actually at 85 scholarships right now, so they have a slight little advantage for them. But man, you know what, man? If G on here. You know what, man? I never do this. There's 2 times on one show. I never do this. I want to go out on limb for JSU, dog. Boy, Alcorn, if y'all let me down, bruh. I'm going to roll with Alcorn, man. And I'm going to take, you know what? I'm going to roll 28-24 Alcorn at the reservation.
Hey, y'all heard that. This is where we part ways. I think Alcorn loses this game to Stephen F. Austin. I think Stephen F. Austin.
SWAC pride, baby.
Hey, SWAC pride, some nothing. I'm gonna roll with that JSU Tiger down there in Tarleton, and I'm gonna root for Valley, but I ain't rooting for Alcorn. No offense to Alcorn. It's just that I am rooting for Alcorn. Let me correct that. I am rooting for you. I just think that from a football standpoint, taking the emotions out of it, I think Stephen F. Austin. Watching that game, I think they got a decent team, man. I think having a chance to play that first game, though, they're gonna be on the road again. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna be on the road. They might have been at home. I don't remember. It don't really matter. But Jack Spink Stadium gonna be rocking. First home game of the season.
I hope so.
I think Stephen F. Austin. Well, they are. I think Stephen F. Austin gonna bring a few folk. I think this is gonna be a little bit too much for Alcorn. I think we don't know. I think Alcorn gonna play their typical style. They're gonna run the ball pretty well. The question marks are gonna be on the defense. They had a lot of really good defenders that they lost to either graduation or moving on to the next level, and a couple even hit the portal. But my question marks is, do they have enough to stop the Stephen F. Austin offense? I got Stephen F. Austin 35-21, Alcorn. Lose that game by 2 tugs.
Come on, Brave. Do your boy solid.
Hey, man, I don't mind being wrong on that one, bro. I just don't think that they're going to but, boy, this game coming up next, the Battle of H-Town out the gate. Texas Southern versus Prairie View, playing on that beautiful field in Houston, Texas, at Prairie View Stadium. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go with Andrew Body and company on this one, bro. I think Texas Southern out the gate. I think Andrew Body going to show up and do his thing. He's the second best quarterback in the conference. All due respect to, is that Miss Body? Miss Body, are you related to Andrew Body? Because I don't want you to be cussing at me when I say that he's the second best quarterback. Because if she is related to him, though, I got a bet going on with Mr. Body.
Hey man, can't coach you for being honest.
Hey, this is Mom and Angie Body. Welcome. With all due respect, I am a fan of Mr. Andrew Body. I am a fan. Coming out of Corpus Christi, Texas, though. What you know about Corpus Christi, dog? What you know about that, man?
The home of Eva Mendes.
I ain't gonna tell you my connection to Corpus Christi, but hey, they play good football down there. Yes, ma'am. Nothing but good vibes. I got Texas Southern. I actually got Texas Southern running roughshod over Prairie View. I'm sorry. Y'all don't come for me. I think this is going to be a coming out. I think this is going to be a season 2 coming out party for Andrew Body. I got him throwing for over 200 and rushing for over 100 in his first game. I got Texas Southern winning 42-17, though. I think it's a blowout.
All right, well.
No Prairie Views in it. I know Prairie Views in the SWAC championship. I know they were. I think Prairie Views is going to be a little bit. I think Texas Southern is going to be a little bit too much. I expect them. We all expect them to take a leap with Andrew leading that team. But I'm telling you right now, they're gonna have a lot of problems trying to handle him, man. So I got Texas Southern 42. I got Prairie View, 14.
Well,
42-14.
Well, look, I told y'all about where I got Alabama State in the East.
So?
Well, look.
No pressure, dog. No pressure. I know Miss Body looking. No pressure.
Small thing to a giant. Look, I told you where I got Alabama State in the East. Well, coincidentally, Ken got it's on video. I got Texas Southern finished 3rd in the West. So naturally, I got Texas Southern in this game. I got Texas Southern. I don't think Andrew Body gonna go that crazy like you think he is. He's gonna have a good game though.
100 ain't going crazy.
But 100 some yard rushing too, that is going crazy.
Yes.
But I got Texas Southern winning. I'm gonna say 38-14.
Oh, that ain't too far from me. I said 42-14. You ain't but 4 points off. Still a lacking.
That's one less touchdown. I say
this, man. This is definitely the game. I think that Body's gonna. Like I said, he's not gonna sneak up on anybody.
Oh, them boys
He's got a really good deep ball. He can fit. I mean, he's going to his sophomore year. He had a really good off-season workout. Physically better. I mean, he's gotten stronger. Body gonna punch the scoreboard through the air.
Hey.
Coach Walker, I'm telling you, this is gonna get ugly for Prairie View, man. I'm telling you right now. I got
them boys. I have no filter, dog. Don't bite my tongue for nobody. you might want to
That's
ask.
true, Coach. I'll tell you right now, that's true. All right, let's get this next one on. This next one, I ain't gonna spend too much time on that. Southern had to. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all talk about Jackson State, and let me tell you something. Southern got a weak schedule, man. Ruben's still on this thing, but y'all got a weak schedule plus LSU. Florida Memorial University. Florida Memorial. Didn't Florida Memorial play in the Big Cat Classic just a minute ago? Yesterday?
Yeah, they played against Edward Waters.
They played against Edward Waters. Ooh. Okay. I think they played a good game. They won that game, but they're not gonna win this one. I can tell you that right now. Southern gonna run roughshod on them. Southern gonna drop 50 on them, bro. I'm telling you right now. I got Southern. Southern gonna put up 50, man. They're gonna put up a whole 50 ball. 51. 51-13.
It's a moral loss. It's a moral loss if they don't put up 60 points.
51-13, bro.
It's a moral loss if they don't put up 60.
RJ, you know what? I'm gonna start. I'll sign a petition if you started, bro. That's scheduled. Y'all, everybody spent so much time focusing. Now they got LSU, though. They got LSU. Okay, y'all got a money game. But boy, oh boy, go look at Southern schedule. It says Southern by 90. Oh my gosh, Lord have mercy. Coach ain't showing no mercy. Oh my goodness, man. Well, anywho, we're gonna get on to the most important games of the afternoon. Let's jump into it, bro. Let's jump into it, man. We got Pine Bluff Lane College. Woo! I'll let you go first, bro.
Ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody care. Man.
Pine Bluff, just give me the score, man. Pine Bluff winning that game by how much, bro? What you think? What you got?
I don't think it's gonna be this huge blowout. I don't. I think Pine Bluff win, but just for shits and giggles, man. I'll say, man, 28-17.
28-17. Okay, 28-17. I got Pine Bluff. Let's go 31. Let's go 31-14. 31-14 Pine Bluff. I'll give it to him. Skylar Perry, he's a senior. He's a 6-year senior. He's a 5th-year senior. Got his Kobe year. I think he gonna ball out. He'll get that dub. Hey man, interesting game, bro. I want to see your face when I see it. Grambling, Arkansas State, dog. Grambling, Arkansas. Hey, Yard Talk on here tonight. She on here tonight. That man said it's gonna be 2-3 by lane, 2-3 lane by one. God, oh, they got Lane College beat UAPB. Y'all need to stop, man.
Hey man, Arkansas State gonna win that game, man.
Give me a score, bro. What you got? Ooh, Los J said Arkansas State by 35. Hey, Arkansas State got a good program, bro.
I'm not too far from it, but I will say this, man. I am a huge fan of Ryan Peppins. That kid is a baller. And Marty Washington is good too, but I got Arkansas State, man, like legit. I'm gonna say 42-14, man. No, 45-14.
Yeah, I think this will be ugly, man.
G stands for gradually better. You're a year away. You gradually get a little bit better.
Ooh. Yeah, I got Arkansas State. They gonna. Grambling got a good defense. I got Grambling finishing second in the West.
Yeah, the same lost in game. Yeah, that same team.
Quarterback situation might rear its ugly head. Online, I think it'll be okay enough, but I think Arkansas State gonna tend to be tough. So I don't think this is gonna be a blowout. Though. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be closer than what we think. I think Grambling is gonna go out there and play inspired football, man. I do.
It's first game of the season. They'll be inspired.
First game of the season. I'm gonna say Arkansas State 35, Grambling 24. I like that. I like that Miss Ivy today. She got Arkansas State 34, Grambling 28. That means Grambling has a chance to win that game.
Grambling has tired of too much newness with their team. New staff, new team, it's too much turnover. It's a tired of too much newness. They're a year away. Gradually get better. Gradually.
Okay. I got Grambling being close. I got a close game, man. I'm rooting for Grambling. Grambling, hey, if they upset them, I'm gonna be happy about that. But if they lose, it's gonna be close. I think Grambling gonna be tougher than what y'all think. That's just my opinion on that. I don't know. Hey, man, we got another game we gotta talk about, dog. We got another game we gotta talk about. Last game we're gonna talk about comes on Sunday. It's gonna be Sunday, man.
For sure.
On the Blossom Classic. The SWAC defending champion, the defending SWAC champions, the Jackson State University Tigers to be taking on Florida Atlantic. I said Florida Atlantic, FAMU, Florida A&M. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mess their name up. Y'all don't come for me. I don't care if you do, but anyway, Florida A&M versus JSU, man. Who you got?
Carry is what I call them.
I don't know if you know what? I'm gonna just say we're gonna win that game. I'm not giving no score. You're gonna have to tune in to Tiger Talk, man. We got a show. We got a preview show coming. You're gonna have to tune in to that show in order to get my real breakdown on that game. I gotta preserve something, bro. I can't give it all to you on this.
I'm not finna go in depth on it, but man, look, we're gonna win. I mean, I go in depth on it later on, but we're gonna win. We're gonna look good while we win. We're gonna have fun while we win. And it's gonna be a thing to behold when the scoreboard hit them 4-0. Make sure you tune into the live. Make sure you tune into the live. It's gonna be a beautiful sight to see.
Next time you see us, we're gonna be
while we're in the stadium.
That man said 52-10 FAMU. Put something on it.
Man, you can't. You ain't glad.
Well, if Jack State lose 52-10, bro, I'm gonna come on this thing. I come on here with no shirt on. Matter of fact, I put on all FAMU gear. I'm gonna need to put a shirt on. They don't need to see all that. That's gonna be an ugly sight. Jack State 27-20, FAMU. Y'all give me y'all scores. Matter of fact, let's do this, man. I'm gonna let y'all do it. Y'all tell us who want to come on the stream, man, and talk a little football, man. You come on, it's all love, man. We ain't gonna bite you. Anybody, come on, come off. It's all good. But like I said, y'all gotta tune in to Tiger Talk when we give our score. I'm giving some thought to it. I'll just say this: they gotta address the O-line stuff, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you like this right here: Jack State will not sit in the base cover 2, soft cover 2 zone and not blitz. I'll tell you right now, Musa gonna have to. He gonna have to. Hey, dog, he ain't gonna be able to sit back and just throw the ball, play pitch and catch all evening. We coming.
Look, man, I'll just say this for one hot take. We're going to have more sacks than what North Carolina did.
North Carolina has 3 sacks the whole game.
We'll have more sacks than North Carolina. Our receivers will put up better numbers than North Carolina.
Hey, you got that right, Israel. Musa gonna have to move. Tell you right now, man. And look, Zoe, we got some new installs on defense. We can't share that with y'all, man.
We're going 4 in a row. 4 in a row. And do you know after Sunday, we will be 3-1 against FAMU in their classic. 3-1 in their classic.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Los J. Los J, listen, I'm gonna say it like this. They rushed 4 all night. I can count on one hand how many times they actually rushed 5. For the most part, let me tell you something, man. It don't make no difference who said they seen what. Ain't nobody seen either. First of all, that's bull junk. Like, I ain't even entertaining.
Well, if that's the case, you sure ain't seen no Virginia. You did.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all keep listening to these folks if you want to, man.
You ain't gonna see what
you see for yourself. I ain't gotta say nothing. You see for yourself, though.
You ain't gonna see what you saw.
I guarantee you won't see what you saw. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That defense is nasty, man. Yeah, they ran soft zone all night, man. They really did. You know how many players coming back? What do you mean? How many players are coming back?
It don't matter.
Come on, Los. If you want to come on up on this thing. Come on, y'all talking all this stuff. Come on up on here. We welcome.
See, the one thing that we want to do, we want to transition. You know how Drake was talking about me. We call them, Twitter fingers turning trigger finger. So, we want to convert, type on the keyboard to just come up on the screen and verbalize that.
You see the screen right there. Tap that thing. Come on in here and let's talk. Man, I ain't got. One thing I do is one thing we probably only disclose probably 25% of the things that we privy to, because it's just some stuff you get told they don't want that out there. They if it's consumable, we'll share it. But
we showed the other day.
Woo. You said there's no. I'm gonna tell you like this right here, man. Who you gonna listen to? You gonna listen to the professional, or you gonna listen to somebody that's giving an opinion? The professional said, do y'all think y'all saw James Houston? He said we got 4 of them things this year. 4 of them, maybe even 5.
I'm gonna do bruh man.
Bro, man. Just saying, bro. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You take it how you want to take it. I mean, I'm telling you right now.
And well, I'm gonna say this too. Go to last season's game. Your best pass rush is Isaiah Lamb by far, right? And he did nothing in the game against Jackson State. Coincidentally, your 3 biggest games last year, he did nothing, right? First game of the year, nothing. Last game of the year, nothing. And you had no pass rush whatsoever against North Carolina with the other players that's there. So if you're going to have a replay of that, and you can't say, well, y'all line is bad, because that same line you did nothing against last year. So you don't have a leg to stand on in that regard.
Well, according to what he's saying, then we don't even have a football team. Because if you can't talk football and you don't know how to project, then that means that we don't have a football team until they play. So
I tell you what, hold on one second, Ken. Los, I tell you what, you say on paper we have 4, it's not 4 until they show it. I tell you what, you only got 1 and your 1 did nothing. So the odds are working in our favor, because what did our 4 do last year? Because James Houston wasn't the only person that got off against FAMU.
Man,
so I'm talking about James Houston. So you got 1 and he did nothing against a horrible line. And how many sacks did we have in that game last year, Ken? If I'm not mistaken, I think we sacked the old boy 6 times. Okay, then.
Sack that won the game. The biggest. All right, let's do this though. So the biggest thing from last year is you had a true freshman quarterback starting his first game at the beginning before the game started. The bottom fell out of the sky. So it's pouring down raining. The first drive, he fumbled the ball. It had some first drive jitters. I don't think you see what you saw from last year. I think you're going to see both teams put up some points, but I don't think you're going to see FAMU put up as many points as you think. Because I'm telling you right now, we're not going to sit back and actually do what you saw. I mean, if you know football, you know what they were doing. I'm not going to say it because I don't want people thinking that I'm trying to take away from FAMU's shine and their grit and their ability to go fight. I'm telling you right now, man, if you know football, you know dadgum well that they FAMU, UNC was playing strategy. They knew they had that game in the bag, so why would they show more? They got a big game coming up next week, I think, against Appalachian State. They're not going to show you everything that they need to show you. They ran a soft cover 2 all game long. They DBs were 10 yards off the receivers, and they only rushed forward. And they only played. I mean, I'm just saying.
But you know what else too, Ken? They played the way they played with the intel they had to, because they knew FAMU was undermanned too. That played a part in it as well. They knew they had the game in the bag. So there's no point in me, really delving into the playbook, because we already know going to the game they're undermanned.
But I'm just saying, like, if you know football, you just count the bodies, man. When they decided to apply pressure, Musa got happy feet. It wasn't often. Outside of that, he was playing pitch and catch. It was my DBs versus your receivers, and they when you run in a soft cover 2 zone, they just went to their spots. He threw to the spots. That was there. If you know football, I'm saying if you know football, you see that. Again, he still got to make the plays. He still got to throw the ball. He still got to execute. And he did that. We gave him his shine. I'm telling you right now, if you think for 1 second, y'all saw how we get down. You know how we played. We lost the Celebration Bowl because the offense didn't do nothing. It was several games where the defense held their own. Defense averaged 14 points a game. They only gave up 2 touchdowns a game last season, up into the Celebration Bowl. But see, when you put your defense in the red zone 3 bad times based off of turnovers, then that ain't the defense's fault. The defense was holding. If you go back to the Celebration Bowl, so the game was 7-0. And it was one of them old typical ugly games. The defense couldn't score. Offense couldn't score. And then boom, when they play the field position game and you wait for a mistake to happen. Offensive line woes reared its ugly head. Shador gets sacked when he should have just took a sack. Didn't protect the ball. Turnover, which led to a touchdown. Momentum swung. When the momentum swung, I don't care who you are. You got a chance to lose. So I'm just telling you right now, that defensive coordinator that we have has been a really good defensive coordinator for quite some time. And you give that man a chance to sit back and, matter of fact, the pregame show just dropped the video. I ain't watched it yet, so I don't know if you watched it. But yesterday interviewed the defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, that dude is I think he's seen I think he's seen enough on Saturday to devise a really good game plan. And I'm telling you right now, they didn't stunt. They blitzed. I'm telling you right now, UNC blitz. I can count on one hand how many times UNC blitz. I ain't saying they blitz 5 times that entire game. Go back and look at it. Tell me what you saw.
Well, look, I want to address this comment. Like, we're talking right here in the comment. Like, we're talking. We got to play some top FCS team. Man, look, y'all can have it both ways. We got to play top FCS team. Well, last time I heard from the rest of the HBCU universe, the SWAC is super tough this year. We're going to lose 2 and 3 games. So, to me, that statement is oxymoronic because if everybody got so much better like everybody claimed they have, we playing tough competition, especially if we losing the 2 to 3 teams.
What do you mean?
That's
what do you mean?
What's up?
Houston can't be replaced. James Houston was put in a position to be successful. And I'm telling you right now, they did the same thing. They got 2 players right now that they've done the same thing with and wreaking havoc right now. I'm just telling you.
Hey, King, I tell you what, let's rewind back to last June, right? Nobody knew about James Houston, but once he got there and we saw the switch, the same way we're talking right now amongst ourselves, hey man, this kid they just got, from linebacker and put his hand in the dirt, boy gonna be nice rushing the passer. Nobody in the outside world, just like we're talking now, because I can name names. And Coach Prime, they for the masses right now, you hear, oh man, I don't want coach speak. All these coaches, they're not transparent. They just give you coach speak. Coach Prime ain't lied to you one time. Find it. When he talks about his team, he ain't lied to you yet. So now, if he's telling you, hey man, I got 5 James Houston. Now it's cap, man. What else he supposed to say? That's him talking about his team. But guess what? If you pay attention, any bad thing about his team, he'll tell you all the bad stuff about his team too. Man, told you we got 5 of them things up front. We got 8 of them things at linebacker, and the DB room is way better than what it was. Just like before the season, he told y'all better give me the spring because I'm telling you that defense is gonna be nasty. Shador say, hey man, this is the SEC defense. We in the SWAC. Everybody thought it was being arrogant. I mean, we gave up what 2 touchdowns a game on average. One of the top scoring defenses in the country. I mean, so ain't nobody lied to you yet. So I'm telling you right now, yeah, we got like 6 of them things up front. You're not gonna miss James Houston. And honestly, we don't even have to replace him because you got the bodies to replace him. Nasty tackle.
If you can spread that same production across, then you fine. I think you find yourself in a situation where you don't have to worry about trying to necessarily replace body for body. You just replace production. You just want the production. People forget that. Y'all must have forgot that we led the nation in sacks last year. Jackson State led the nation in sacks last year.
In all the college ball.
Come on, dog. What we talking about? Just saying that. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
And then we're going to miss Cornelius Miller. Last time I checked, his backup performed with a better season than he did. Devontae Davis had better numbers than Cornelius Miller. It's a fact.
So, I mean, people can give their perspective. It's an opinion. I respect it. I mean, people can give all their perspective. They can say, well, okay, the defensive line ain't very good, and the linebackers are however you want to split it. I'm just telling you, man, Niles Gaddy is taking a step forward. I mean, Tony O'Doyle is balling. I mean, Vontae Davis. I mean, Julius Lewis. I mean, Jason Mercier. The list goes on and on and on. You know what happens, bro, is that after you keep hitting your own teammate, kind of get bored after a while. Now they getting ready to roll. But I'm just telling you right now, at the end of the day, we just talking about defense. Y'all got to figure out a way to stop us because I'm telling you right now, you're giving up over 300 rushing yards and giving up an average of 8 yards per carry.
Better.
Just telling you now.
Better, Ruben.
Just saying.
You don't put up 60.
Why y'all sitting around here sitting around here hoping that a certain player ain't playing? Don't hold your breath.
You're gonna die.
And all I'm gonna tell you like this right here, you better kick the ball out of bounds every time you kick off too. Just telling you, we're gonna beat you in every phase of the game. We're trying to dominate all 3 phases of the game. They go zone, they still rush forward. That's what I'm saying. They rushed. But I'm just saying, Southern may drop 7 this weekend.
Y'all better.
Hey man, those said if you don't score 60, that's an L.
That's a moral loss if y'all put up 60.
I'm just telling you right now, man, them boys are explosive, man. You're going to see something you ain't never seen before. I'm excited to see it all come together, though. We know what's out there. And then we just kind of chuckle at all the misinformation that's out there. People be reporting stuff on Jackson State like they know what they talking about. And we don't even waste time going out there trying to address it no more. We just let y'all think what y'all want to think. I'm just appalled that all the Jacksonians that follow these people that ain't from Jackson, they ain't got no damn connection Jackson, don't know what they talking about, and it gets y'all all riled up and have y'all coming over here asking us questions. Like, save your breath and save your time, man. If you ain't heard us say it and we ain't panicking around here, man, relax. Folks ain't got no plug like that, be knowing what's going on. Just saying, bro.
Yeah.
What else we got, John? What else we got before we get into this? I'm trying to see if anybody want to come on this thing and talk some football. I'm trying to leave it open to you. I keep putting the stream in there. Who want to come on here? Rube, come on this thing, man. Talk to us. We got it open for you.
Album and ain't no competition for Jackson State this year.
Hey, just all you gotta do is look in the comments, hit the stream, tap that bad baby. Come on. Like I said, we ain't got no physical call-in show right now, but you can definitely come on the stream. You can leave your camera on or off. It's your choice.
We keep everything sports.
Yeah, I ain't touching that, bro. Like that just, we got a lot of issues in Jackson. Period. How does
big country look? Big country looks good, man. He's gonna be in rotation. You're gonna see the field quite a bit. They're moving him down the line. True.
It don't make no difference. Jack boy, it don't make no difference what nobody's saying. Talking about some might not play. That might not play means they don't know what they're talking about. Might not play means that they don't know what they're talking about. I can tell you right now that I know for sure what's gonna happen, unless something happened between tomorrow and Sunday. But I can tell you as of today, I can tell you for sure that everything that you heard today was straight hogwash. I can tell you that. You can fill it in however you want to fill it in. Do what you want to do with it. Folks ain't got no damn sources in no damn Jackson. Ain't nobody. It just sources from. Ain't nobody in Jackson talking like that because they don't know. And I can tell you, I would say something right now, Zoe. They could dispel all of that, but I won't do it because I ain't gonna lose the trust of the people that entrust us with the information they give us. Man, get out of here with all that nonsense, bro. Everything that you see coming out of Jackson State is intentional. We leading the train on this social media marketing and putting out information. Now all of a sudden, you know what, Zoe? You know what done happened? Folks think that if you don't see it on the video, if it ain't on social media, then it don't exist no more. Now, if you don't see him, where he at? I don't see him in the videos. Well, what were you doing when you didn't see no video?
It is. Look, and you mentioned how Turley's looking. Turley's going to be in believe it or not, man, Turley's going to be in the rotation. He's going to be in the rotation, man. He's going to get some burn. As strong as an ox, man.
Morpheus, you ain't gotta tell me not to. I ain't revealed nothing that ain't worth, that I know I can't. I already know that. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm telling you right now, this shit that we don't even get because it's CIA sealed, locked up if they needed to be.
Yeah, man.
Say, where's Travis? Travis in Jackson.
Travis been in Jackson.
Yeah, he in Jackson.
Been in Jackson for sure since last Monday. But y'all just so happen to see a video today, though, right?
Yeah, man. People do what they do, man. It is what it is. Y'all come up on this thing. Y'all want to come on this thing and talk. I'm done with the tabloids and the shock jocking. I ain't worried about that stuff, man. They do what they do. I don't care about nobody coming out to me. The internet ain't real life, man. Y'all gotta understand that. People gotta understand. Internet ain't real life. People don't move like that in real life. When they see Ken, they see me in real life. They don't move like that. Trust me. Trust me. It ain't real life. This internet stuff ain't real life.
Sure, like.
That's why I be nice, bro. Cause I ain't trying to get my nose broke. I don't talk crazy out here, man.
Look, man, Antonio Doyle is going to be a star in SWAC, man. He's going to be a star this year. That's all I say. It's going to be a star. But the main person I have my eyes on, and I'm gonna pretty much say I was probably the first one to really jump on it, and that was Niles Gaddy. I was on him early. It's like, man, the dude got it. And you got to understand, last year was his first collegiate season, and he's raw. He was a project to this coaching staff. The Gaddy you saw last year would not be the Gaddy you see this year. They do this transformed his body, the motor.
Hey, Zoe, did you catch when they were talking on the Players Only show when they talked about that?
Yeah.
I think Aubrey talked about that. And
yeah.
Aubrey's in that linebacker room with it. He talked about Niles Gaddy picking up that weight, and I said,
trying to tell you.
DC. Who is DC? We're gonna add him to the stream. Who DC, what's good? Welcome to the stream, baby. What's going on?
What it do?
Oh, man, not much, man. I'm good, bro. Hey, I appreciate the show, man. I'll be keeping up with y'all, man. Y'all do a good job on everything, man. Y'all motivate me to do one for my school, man. I attended TSU back in the day, 91 through 95.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah. So I played against Jackson State a whole lot. Still got pictures from the game, man, when we played against each other in Memphis.
Hey, man, go ahead and get started. Hey, look, go ahead and get started. I personally come on, man. You get that thing up and running, man. Go ahead and just do it.
Yeah. Man. So,
y'all need any pointers, any support, man, we'll be more than happy to give you, there's a lot of good brothers in this space, man, that's willing to help you get it off the ground, man. And all you got to do is just be willing to put the time and energy and effort in. It's definitely good. Somebody said turn that camera on.
I'm trying to get my schedule together. I'm a nurse, so I'll be working a whole lot of hours, man. So, it seems like y'all put a lot of time, a lot of hours into it. So I don't want to come like doing some okie doke type deal. You know what I mean? I want to be kind of full time like y'all is.
No, dog. Let me explain something to you. Ken is in Los Angeles, California. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Ken is in sales. I work for the United States Postal Service.
Okay.
I'm working from pretty much 6.
If he knew what I did, you'll be impressed by how we able to make time. Trust me.
Well, I ain't got no excuse no more because I'm right here in Nashville, so I can't say nothing.
Hey, and I work as the old country people say, from can't see to can't see. Trust me.
Okay. Well, look, bro, I called in because I wanted to say, I just came home and I just kind of caught the show or whatever. But I was talking about, wanting to say about fam and that situation. When I played, man, I got the night before our first game, we were doing our little walkthrough or whatnot, and man, they came and told me I was ineligible by 1 hour, bro.
Wow.
And I was there, and I was at the school all summer, like working out with the team, getting ready, getting myself right, you know what I mean, working out. And like I could have took courses, like some of my boys was like short some hours, so we would go see the advisor, And he's like, okay, y'all straight, boo, 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 bam. And I'm going in with them just, just going in with them because we don't worked out in the gym. We don't worked out, hit the weight room, walked upstairs, see the advisor. I'm just with them, man. And so I could have took a course. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like I just didn't go to school, I didn't study, I didn't get my grades.
Yeah.
I think it was, when you got to declare your major or whatnot, I just fell short so many credit hours towards that major.
The course load changes.
Yeah, my course load changed. So it made me short 1 hour, bro. I'm out there warming up, geeked up, got my folks coming in town. I'm from Florida. My folks coming in town. Man, and they told me the night before the game during walkthrough, man, that I was short. I couldn't play. So I was out for like 4 games because of that. So
Coach Walker wanted to know. He said break that down on how something like that can happen, so folks can understand.
Well, I think it's more the advisors because I've been hearing a lot of people saying like all of them boys' fault, they didn't study. They should have kept their grades up. I'm like, no, that ain't true, bro, because my grades is good.
I told him that this is the only thing you have to look at is the timing of the year. School just started, so it's not a pass fail thing. It's a compliance issue. It's a certification issue.
Yeah. So man, I was hot, man. So I feel so bad for dude because I really want to see a game. Cause look, I ain't gonna lie, I went to the OVC last year. I was like, oh hell, I'm flying in that game. You know what I mean? So I've been following Dion and the movement, man, because I really, man, I'm just so happy, man. Like how he's leveling everything and really bringing attention to HBCUs, man. Because when I got recruited, I really went into HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? As a young man, because I was just exposed to Miami, FSU, and stuff like that. Yeah. But now I'm just so happy that he's bringing that exposure there, man, so these young boys can see and really choose and see the heritage and the history and just see the love that we get at HBCUs versus just going to a regular university playing ball. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why I follow. That's really why I follow it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still with my TSU, so I'm rooting for y'all, but we all come to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? The gloves on, the gloves come off. That's all I'm saying.
Well, look, I gotta tell you, man. Eddie George, man, was a damn good hire. Got a damn man, man, he's been recruiting his tail off, man.
It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game this year.
I don't know if you listen to us, but we're on record. We're saying, man, Tennessee State is gonna be by far one of the toughest games we got this year. It's gonna be a damn good game, man. They doing some good work up there in Nashville, man. For real.
Definitely.
Hey, DC, I won't make it to that game, but I'll be definitely trying to find the stream or I'm sure somebody will be showing it because I have to be here at home for an event. So, man, I hate to miss it, but definitely, bro. That's gonna be a live game, bro. I think that's gonna be a tough one.
Okay, yeah, it is. So I'll definitely give y'all a call back next week, and we'll be talking a little mess then.
Yeah, man.
hey, next Monday is gonna be cool because we're gonna be 1-0 and FAMU gonna be 0-2, and then we'll preview y'all. So we'll be rooting for you.
Hey, look,
I think y'all started the season off in Eastern Washington, I think.
Yeah, Eastern Washington.
Well, I'll just leave you with this dope. We're gonna have FAM on a 4-game losing streak. We're gonna have y'all on a 3-game losing streak.
All right. Well, it's your show. I'm gonna let you talk that. That's all good.
Hey, that's gonna be a tough one. I'll reserve my commentary on TSU after I see them go play Eastern Washington. That's gonna be a tough game, bro. I ain't gonna sit up here. And you know what? It's gonna be a tough game Sunday. I think, believe it or not, I think FAMU gonna come out inspired, but I think we pull away late. That's my take on that. I'll give my full take on Tiger Talk.
Yeah. But this FAM look pretty good though, man. They look, under the circumstances, they look real good, man. Good first game. I mean,
they definitely got a quarterback.
North Carolina was I think they were playing them a little soft a little bit. They had that little soft zone.
Yeah.
Soft defense zone. I ain't see really no blitzes going on or nothing like that. So I was
it's a tough way to play a game though, man. It's a tough circumstance to play a game under though.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. And really Man, I like I say, man, I was just very emotional, man, because it brought tears to my eyes. Because I remember, dude, I was sick, man. I dropped like 20 pounds, man. I ain't going to lie, I was so sick, man. To know I was there the whole summer working out, ready to go, and I was like, I was so pissed at the advisor, man. I was pissed. I was like, bro, like, man,
Man.
I
Yeah,
can't tell
what's
you.
your thoughts on, real quick before you go, what's your thoughts on like Isaiah Land saying that he was advised to take 3 classes, and then it turns out it seems like one of the classes weren't even like the right class, and now he's three course hours behind, and which makes him by default ineligible. Do you think like how do they rectify that, bro? That's my concern. Like how do they rectify it? You know what I mean?
You really can't. That's just, bro. It's gone. He lost. He lost. However many games he gonna be out, he just lost, bro.
Well,
Like he can't like let's go play North Carolina over again. You can't do it.
Exactly. But the thing is weird to me is, if the best he could do possibly if they don't get this injunction or this appeal is what? Oh, he'll miss 4 games. Well, guess what? I don't see the point in that because the 4 games they're gonna bring the 3 hours back.
Yeah. It's the
fact still remains that you're still 3 hours short. So what is the 4 games doing?
Yeah, and I ain't understand that either. It's like I want to say, hey, I think I missed like 4. Was it 4 or 5 games? Because I know when I came back, we had played the Classic down in Atlanta. We played South Carolina State, and yeah, we beat South Carolina State down in Atlanta. My bad, but anyway,
ain't your bad. We beat y'all 2 years in a row. Hey man, I got the pitcher pole on me. You gotta be faster than that.
But bro, we definitely appreciate you, bro. I mean that, man. Make sure you look us up. I'm Ken Clark _1400 on Twitter and IG, and you got Zoe is Swab House at Swab House on Twitter. And what's you on IG, Zoe?
Oh, Debonair with an E. Debonair _INC.
Man,
I'm look us up, bro. We'll definitely connect because if you want to get something started, bro, we'll definitely do everything we can to help. We need a blueprint.
Okay, that's a bit, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. And like I said, I'll hit y'all up next week, man.
Man, I appreciate you for coming on, bro.
All right, man.
Yeah.
I love no Ken. I talk shit on here, but I'm suave in real life.
Hey, that was dope, man. I appreciate it. Anybody else want to come on this thing, man? Huh? What our special team looking like? Hey, man, hey, come on the stream, man. Ask questions, bro. We trying to interact, y'all. Special team, hey, we got a special team show coming for y'all, man. Special team look good, man. Shout out to Coach Allen Ricard, man. He did his thing, man. Oh, we got another one. We got Seeley MC. Seeley MC. Who is this? Who this is?
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up, Doc?
What up, man?
Appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey, man, I'm actually that dude, psychedelic literature that's always putting in the chat.
Oh, what's going on, bro? What's going on with you?
What's up, man? I wanted to actually respond to the thing about the ineligibility and how that can kind of go down.
Okay.
I actually taught at an HBCU. I actually recently retired from Jackson State after 25 years teaching there.
Oh, man.
That's and I'm also a 2-time graduate of Jackson State. So, but that's actually a twofold process. And luckily, Jackson State has enough of the people to handle it. But there are 2 things that have to happen.
Okay.
Every teacher that teaches an athlete, regardless of the sport, there is a system set in, and it's actually digital now. It's electronic now, so that every teacher gets an email periodically where they have to put into the report the student's actual grade point average, and anything that they're missing. Like, we have to do that every month. There's a twofold problem with that. If you're a school like Florida A&M, it doesn't even matter if all of the teachers complete the reports. because Florida A&M doesn't have enough compliance officers to make the reports. So when people say, well, how can it be late? And I'm just going to give you a number. What if you have, say, and you guys can correct me on this, the number. Let's say you have 1,000 athletes and you have 5 compliance officers. What's the likelihood that those 5 compliance officers are going to be able to weed through all 1,000 of those students? So that's the first problem. Here's the other problem. And, you know, Jackson State is taking tests, but it's really difficult to do. You actually can't make all of the teachers complete the reports in a timely manner. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you're just not someone who's going to do your job, like I'm someone that I understand that regardless of that's an athlete, that's a student. So when I see those emails, I go, well, that's a student. So, you know, because a lot of teachers are like, well, I don't think I should be doing that, or that's not my job. But I'm like, that's a student who needs you to complete that report. Because if you don't complete that report, that may impact that young person's scholarship. So it's really twofold. It's one, making sure that all the teachers are completing those reports. And 2, making sure that the universities have enough compliance officers. And as you guys know, Jackson State is one of the few who have enough compliance officers. So it's not all, you know, look here, I tell people I'm a nerd and an artist. So I'm the first one to say, hey, you know, you need to go to class, you need to do this. But if you don't have the adults, the grown-ups doing what they're supposed to be doing, right? And then on the other thing, when you talk about students being misadvised, unfortunately, at PWIs, at HBCUs, that happens all the time, because what happens a lot of time is administration will change who advise people and when. So a lot of times you may have somebody, say like if you're a computer science major, or you're a chemistry major, a lot of universities have people advising you outside your major, which is crazy, but a lot of schools do that. And so like if you're a chemistry major, you may have somebody who know nothing about chemistry advising you what classes to take. And that's true at both PWI. So those are 3 things that when you look at it that way, people go, how could that happen? Well, those 3 things are how it can happen, man. Enjoy your show.
Let me ask you a question before you go. Let me ask you a question. Being that you taught at Jack State, wouldn't it also have an effect if you, depending on the school and different states and how they're set up, they all use different software for that, you know, implementation of like how they do grades and how they get everything inputted to? Wouldn't that have an effect as well?
Yep, and it has an effect because, as you know, funding is going to determine the kind of software you get.
See, and that plays a part too.
Yeah, so the lack of funding. So not only the funding, you're right. So not only does funding impact the number of compliance officers you can have, funding will impact whether or not you get top of the line software. So a lot of times, even that top of the line software not allowing the teachers to input everything. Like what I really like about the Jackson State software is we not only can tell the compliance officer what the student's grade is, I can actually, like I would put in there, this student has a D, but if they complete these 3 assignments, the D will go to a C. So I've had compliance officers actually email me and say, hey man, and also I can put on there, this student's grade is because of lack of work and also lack of class attendance.
See?
And so, but everybody doesn't have that kind of software. So you're right.
Also, that goes back to what you just said, the number one, the communication, but also, like I mentioned to Ken, when we first got the word, I told him, I said, bro, I really believe in my heart of hearts, this is not a grade issue. I said, because of the timetable, the time frame. Right. I was like, school, and I said, it can't be a grade issue because, as you know, the number was too high. And I was like, you don't have no almost 30 guys flunking. It's not possible because of how everything is set up on college now, because they got study hall and everything's reported to the coach anyway. So nobody's blind. You know, I was like, but things may have got strung out because of resources and just the way things are set up because they're understaffed.
And let me answer Coach's question about why they're not following the course catalog, because like somebody like me, I was a 2nd generation college student. So a lot of times we forget that those of us who had parents or uncles or close to us who went to college, I knew what a course catalog was. I knew what my course curriculum, you know, when I got to Jackson State, they gave me this sheet of paper that said, here's 124 hours, follow that, you're a graduate. But there are a lot of young people who come to college have no idea what a course curriculum is. There are a lot of young people come to college. So I used to be one of those people who would say, hey man, you got this course thing, follow that. But what about when a class you need is closed and there's a substitute, but nobody knows how to advise you to take that substitute? For instance, I'll give you an example. Even though I was in English, biology, a lot of people didn't know. Biology used to close quick, especially that biology lab. You struggle
at 2 o'clock lab.
Check this out. How many people, y'all tell me, how many people know that Jackson State had a chemistry 141 class that you could take and substitute for the biology 104? See what I mean? So it's not just the course curriculum, it's having the right advisors to say, and I'll give you another quick example. We had a shortage in our philosophy classes, and you needed philosophy to graduate. So what I started doing was, because there was such a shortage in philosophy, this is way before the pandemic. I'm talking about going when I first started teaching in the 90s. Like I started teaching Jackson State in 93. 96. And I would advise students who couldn't get in their philosophy class, I would have them take philosophy online.
But see, that speaks exactly to what I was telling you earlier this morning, King. Guess what? Ain't nothing like an understanding. When you don't have an understanding, what do you have? A misunderstanding, miscommunication.
And so it's a lot of, and also let's be clear, it's a lot of professors. And this is across board. This is not just HBCUs. It's a lot of professors. And I want to be clear about this because I was one of them. Because I'm a writer by trade. I'm a poet and short story writer. I've written 8 books. I published poems, short stories, and essays. And so I'm only telling you this so you can understand what I'm saying. Professors get paid for research, not necessarily for teaching.
Yes, sir.
And because professors get paid for research and not necessarily for teaching, there are a lot of professors who look at advising as something they don't do, or look at advising as something that's beneath them. So when they had that mind, when they had that mentality, they then don't know the rules. So you can have a professor, right, who's a great in their field, but they really don't know how to advise a student because, number one, they don't want to do it anyway. So there are a lot of things that happen that, and I'll give you a final example. I had a student once who needed to graduate, but my class was such a specialized class that not that many people were going to take it. So the class didn't make it. But this student needed this one class to graduate. I offered to teach the class as an independent study for no pay because he was a good student. He was an A student. I was telling that to a professor who was a senior professor over me, didn't even know I could do that.
Wow.
So let me ask you a quick question before you go. I know this is a great call. I mean, we really appreciate you calling in. My question is going to be, when you go back to the actual letter that the players wrote, and they spelled out how exactly what you just talked about, how you have an advisor that advises a student athlete. Can anything be done for Isaiah Land? For example, he said, I think he took 3 classes, passed 3 classes. It looks like one of his courses is not going to translate, so now he's 3 hours shy. Is there anything that can happen? Like, does the SWAC sending more people in? Like, is it just a lost cause for him because he's 3 credit hours shy?
It's the reason it's a lost cause because the accreditation board only gonna look at numbers. I mean, and it's sad to say that, but you have to understand. With the accreditation board, they're going to be looking at numbers per student. That's all they're concerned. They don't care why those numbers per student didn't match, right? And so the same way that say they'll tell you you got a major, but you don't have enough people enroll in your major, they'll take your major from you. So they're going to look at you, and they don't care how you advise or whether you not were advised properly. They're going to look at what's your enrollment accreditation rate, what are you supposed to have, and that's the decision that they're going to make. And I've never seen, I'm just going to be speaking from my own personal, so I can't say that. I've never seen that situation get overturned because, say, there was a mitigating circumstance.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was afraid of. Because like I was telling Zoe, I said, if they do this, then you setting a terrible precedent, because apparently from what you're saying is that this isn't just a haphazard thing. Like, this is somewhat common. It sucks because you really should have the right amount of personnel and the right people in place to advise students in the right direction. Because, I mean, human error it just seems like he just got bit by it. And lack of, I would just say, negligence on the part of the institution. So, man, that sucks, man. That sucks. That's so tough.
It sounds like coming from you is just like everything how we mentioned about law. Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
It's not. Look at it this way, and I tell you a quick funny story. So I paid, one of the ways I paid for college is I joined the National Guard, right? So I waited to my senior. I just never took PE. Like I was a nerd, you know. I was in high school. I was a mediocre 3-sport athlete. Emphasis on the mediocre part. I held the clipboard. That's what I did, right? So when I got to college, I was like, ain't nobody gonna they're not gonna keep me from graduating from PE. I got a 3.5. They're not gonna keep me. My senior year, spring of my senior year, they said, player, you have not taken PE. You will not graduate. Now, here's the funny part of the story. They told me that it was 3 weeks into the semester. So I go to PE.
Wow.
And all the PE classes are closed except one. Guess which one is the only one open?
Nighttime.
Nope. Y'all remember Miss Otis?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who taught the J-Sets? Who's on the J-Set?
Yes.
J-Set PE was the only one open. I had to take J-Set PE to graduate from Jackson State.
You know what? I can't even tell you that your secret's safe with us.
look, that's how my camera ain't on. Now, you want to know about having? You want to know how you don't need enemies when you got friends? You want to know what it means when you say you don't need enemies because you got friends? So the final exam for that class is you have to make up a dance. You have to make up a dance and perform the dance.
Don't do it.
Let me tell you what my homeboys did. Let me tell you what my partners did. So the exam was in the Darlington gym.
Don't do it.
My put flyers up all over the campus the day of my performance.
Don't do it,
no, not freeze.
Oh my God. Well, that's classic, man. Oh my God.
So here I was. Tell Miss Biden, no, I don't have video, and I'm glad it was 1991, 92.
There was no internet.
There was no internet.
Oh my God. Boy, you better be glad this ain't the information like the social media age right now. You'd have went viral.
Hey man, at this point, you can't do nothing but hope all your partners get dementia. That's it.
Look here, man. When I walked out there, and saw all them dudes out there, I was like, "Come on, man, this what y'all gonna do?"
And let me ask you last question. So when you sit in the stadium and you see the J-Set going up the ramp, do you get Hey, look here. I'm gonna do you one even worse.
Don't do it.
So of my 8 books that I've written, right? My 8 books. One of them is actually an analysis of the lyrics of Prince. It's actually been taught. My book has been on Prince. Has been taught at 10 different universities. The song that I used was a song called "Horny Pony" by Prince. That was my dance that day. And so yeah,
getting better and better.
Yeah, I know it, right? So, but if you look at, if you ever meet Miss Otis, ask her about the dude who had to take. Oh, I tell you how brothers ain't no good. This how brothers ain't no good. So you know the room is over there with the big room, and so the guys are always walking by trying to see the girls, right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking out one day. This fine sister, this real fine sister. I thought she was trying to holler, right? She walked up to me and she was like, "Are you the new twirler?" I said, "Hell no, I ain't the new damn twirler."
Hey, true story. I really was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about the twirler. You remember back in the 90s, though, the twirlers weren't no joke, man. Even into the early 2000s.
Hey, let me find out they around there trying to call you Hollis Pippen Jr.
Look here, and I was not on Black Gold, so
solid gold.
Oh my God! So do this for us, man. This has been classic. Make sure you, if you don't mind, in the chat, we got 253 people in there, man. Make sure you drop the link to your book.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we want to be able to. Do you have a site with all your books on them? So
yeah, in fact, you can my website and my YouTube page is my name, Psychedelic Literature. So the title of my website is psychedelicliterature.com. Like I said, if you go, if you click on my name,
you know everybody don't know how to spend on psychedelic. Put that.
Okay,
put that in
I'll put the link in the chat. And like I said, I have 8 books, 4 poetry books, and just right now, just trying to do my best to get as many Jackson State students published. That's my heart, is to make sure I leave a legacy of publishing.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to.
Jackson? Are you in Jackson?
Yeah, I'm originally from Clarksdale, Mississippi, home of the blues. I live between Clarksdale and Jackson. I live between Clarksdale and Jackson my whole life.
So do us a favor. We're gonna be home for the first home game, Grambling. Please. We're gonna have a 1400 club, a 1400 club tailgate. You gotta come by the tailgate. You gotta come by the tailgate. I'm actually gonna take this clip from when you called in, and we're gonna push this back out through the page, man. This is classic, man. I really appreciate you calling in and coming on the show, man. You know, this is.
But look at man, when I'm up, because I'm like Joe. I get up every morning at 5. I'm jogging by 5:30. So, like I said, I hang with you guys and just like I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I love y'all football insight, but I tell my students, for me, it's all about Black intelligence and objectivity. And anytime I see Black people being positive, you know, and I'll leave on this. My father and his cousin, and I actually just wrote a poem about this. My father and his cousin attended the first HBCU game in the vet, Jackson State against Grambling, 1967.
Yep.
In 1972, my father and his cousin got season tickets on the visitor side and had those tickets until my father died in 2015. I transferred my father's tickets into my name and gave my wife tickets. So my wife don't sit with me at the game. She sit on the home side. I sit on the visitor side. And, you know, I like positive things. And I just appreciate that you guys talk football and a positive. Y'all don't bash anybody. And that's all I want to see, because look, now I tell you, this is how my parents raised me. This is how my parents raised both my parents, Jackson State graduates. They said, boy, if Valley and Alcorn are not playing Jackson State, you better vote for Valley and Alcorn. If a SWAC school is not playing Jackson State, you better root for that school, root for that SWAC school, because we all Black together. And I hate that this new internet crowd has created so much maliciousness and pit Black folks against Black people, because at the end of the day, we all have to stand together in our liberation from white supremacy. I shut them, stop talking. I put my stuff in the chat. Thank y'all, man, for being positive.
Hey,
thank y'all for the I love, and I'm gonna get out of here.
The I love, man. Thank you for coming.
You just fired me up, man.
It was refreshing.
Appreciate you, bro.
It was real,
brother. I'm gonna get my comments off the air, man. And I'll say this. Listen, man. I've never seen hate defeat love ever in my life. You know, there's our 40 years, and we get a lot of adversity, and the only way you can offset foolishness is to spread positivity, spread love. You got to be the change that you hope to see. Like I said, we're not insecure. We're not a bunch of insecure brothers. We're not in competition with one another. You know, we really and truly are friends. We live this thing for real. And all we really tried to do, the only reason we came to this space is because we felt like there was a place for us, and we felt like there needed to be more of this. Again, I'm from Jackson, man. Like I tell folks, man, I'm from Brown Bottom, and look, it's easy to go left. It's easy to go to the foolishness. It's easy to get sucked into the wrong disposition, the wrong way. But man, I'm telling you, it's so much more powerful and impactful when in the face of adversity, in the face of foolishness, you show forth your character and you make your mom and dad proud. My mom and dad won't be backslapping nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? Or getting backslapped, or even or being disrespectful. So you know, I was raised by a Baptist minister, man, and he's a Jack State alum, grad, 79. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man. I mean, we got enough foolishness going on amongst each other, so we're gonna keep it going positive. Like I told him, when we playing, it's on and popping. And we're gonna talk smack with the best of them. But outside of the game, we want to see everybody move forward. And as Black folk, we gotta stop acting like the space ain't big enough for us. The table is big enough for us all to sit there. We all can eat from it, and it's enough room for us all. Man, your call has been an absolute blessing to the show. I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? And God bless. Please come by the tailgate. We're gonna come back to you every Monday night. We're gonna do another live before the game. when we get to Miami, we're gonna continue to do this. And make sure y'all subscribe to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, because that's the real platform that we represent and that we really, give our JSU content. So thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
D-Pay, man, y'all take care. I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, man, take it easy.
That was outstanding, bro.
That was dope.
I'm full, bro. I'm full, man. I'm full. That was good stuff, man. Hey, man, who else want to come on this thing? I saw somebody jump in the back. They was in the they jumped in the studio and jumped out. I think they ain't want to sit in the back too long, so I'm gonna paste the link. We're gonna take a few more of these joints, man. I like this, bro. I like this. Y'all ain't gotta come on camera, man. Y'all see how we doing it, man. Y'all see how we doing. Anybody E? It was somebody named E jumped in the they jumped in that thing, but they jumped out of it because I guess somebody
go and drop the thing again, man.
Yeah, man, this is what it's about, man. We got some powerful people with knowledge out here in this space, man, that's tuned in. And like I said, people are consuming their content a little different nowadays. Night, guys. Hey, thank you, Miss Body. Appreciate you. Hope to connect and see you when I come to Houston when we play Texas Southern November the 5th. I think that's correct, Zoe. November 5th? Yeah, that's November 5th. We'll be in Houston. Because November 12th we'll be in Mobile. But thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. One of the best callers. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Now, come on, man. Don't be scared now. Yeah, I know that's a tall order to follow, man. That's hard to follow, Zoe. That's tough right there. Listen, what it do, man? What it do? Like I said, feel free to come on, man. We don't mind it, man. Y'all can come on, and like I said, we gonna keep it going. If y'all want to come on, y'all can come on, chop it up with us. We want to hear y'all. Like I said, I'm in the process of upgrading my technology, and until I get it to how I want to get it, I'm gonna refrain from doing a call-in show. But we'll continue to do it this way. This what works for us.
For sure.
We do a little housekeeping while we waiting on somebody to come on.
Got questions, man. Come on, and ask some questions. Come on live, ask questions, give statements, give feedback, give your thoughts on the upcoming games.
Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you go subscribe to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club podcast. We almost to 1,000. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this right now, Zoe. I gotta do this right now. Let me see where we at. Where we at, man? Where we at right now on YouTube, man? See where we at. All right. How many subs we at, man? We sitting at 937. Come on, y'all. And look, Corey just dropped the Orange Blossom Classic, Jack State versus Prairie A&M preview.
Latest show.
Dropped the thing, literally 36 seconds ago. What a timing. I can feel it, man. He just dropped the Tiger Talk. We just dropped our latest show, Orange Blossom Classic, Jack State versus Florida A&M game preview, where we're gonna have Florida A&M on the show, and they get to come in and talk about things from their perspective. So, anywho, Zoe, them Bears in Atlanta this year. We ain't gonna do the NFL stuff. Bears suck.
Hey, man, y'all blow.
1400 Club. We got them dope polos and hats coming. We got a lot going on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. 36-minute show, man. Y'all gotta go tap into that right now, man. When y'all get off the stream. Damn, JSU 70, the FAMU 7. Boy, y'all don't want to see me on no Monday night if we pull up that kind of score on. Tell you right now, bro, they don't want to see me. Not after a score like that. Not after a score like that. Anybody, come on, man. Anybody, come on up on this thing. I know, Coach is a little under the weather. I know you sound like you got the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, come on, man. This is harmless.
We're gonna let it rock for a little while longer. We got about 15 minutes left on the stream, man. We got 15 minutes, and 15 minutes is for y'all. And if y'all don't want to come on, you can definitely drop a couple of questions in the chat and let us know what's your opinion on Tennessee State. They tough, man.
Oh man, great question. You say, are there any single season records that can be broken? Oh, of course. Personally, I believe that Shador will set the single season passing record for yards, touchdowns, and possibly completion percentage. I really believe so.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think this is gonna be a big year for him, barring no injuries. I think he he can stay healthy throughout the year again. I think
I don't know the exact number, but the single season passing record was Terrio when he broke Kent's record. I believe he threw for a little over 3,800 yards. I don't have the exact number, but Terrio had the single season passing record, and I believe
Shador
Shador's
going for 4,000 this year, dog. He's going 4,000. Light work. 4 grand.
Passing record like a little bit over 3,800 for a single season passing.
Hey, so Coach, I ain't mean to hit him with the heebie-jeebie joint, man. Just a little pollen and a little rain from the SWAC MEAC torrential downpour. Southern Heritage Classic next week. Blue, I will not make that because I have a personal engagement I have to attend to. And I won't make that
because I'll be headed to the home opener, and then coincidentally that next Sunday I'll be headed down to New Orleans to watch the Saints play the Buccaneers. So I won't make the Tennessee State game.
Hey dog, Willis Patrick did say 4,500 the other day. He did say that, and you know what? I wasn't gonna record it. He did say 4,500. That he did say.
He did.
So December 8th, bro. Raiders Rams, bro. I'm in that thing. Thursday night.
Vegas.
Yeah. Raiders, dog. We in that thing. 3808 is the pass.
No, I'm saying, is that game on that date gonna be in Vegas or LA?
It's in LA.
Okay.
I'm in there. What's the team's SWAC record? Ooh.
No, he said what's a single season sack record? 16.5. New breed.
Yeah, James Houston just broke it. Didn't James Houston just break the record? Nah, it was LeBeau.
Did he break it now?
Bro, LeBeau had 16, bro.
Yeah, but Newbury
had 16 and a half last year because Isaiah Larry had 19 and a half. He failed 3 shots. I remember that.
So he tied him then because Newbury had 16 and a half.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. So it was tied, 16 and a half. We need somebody to get 17 this year.
Mm-hmm.
We need somebody to get 17. With all that talent, he better throw 6,000. 6,000 is unbelievable.
And what's the irony that James Houston's best friend is Newbury's son?
That's true.
The irony.
That's a good point. Where are you guys sitting at the OBC? I might be on the field, but if I ain't on the field, I'll be in section 244, row 2.
Why are you like this?
I think it's 244. What is it?
What?
Where we sitting at?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, you said team, not personal. Team sack record? I don't know that. No, Zoe, you got to ask Zoe that.
What?
The team sack record, I think. That's what he asking?
Like sacks in a season?
Yeah.
We set that last year. We set the record last year.
Yeah, whatever we finished with last year is our record.
We had I want to say 58 sacks. 58, I think.
Hey man, I hope so. I think the OVC. I hope we. I think there's a lot of people that I know that's going that ain't bought their tickets. So I know a lot of people talking that about the ticket sales and stuff. But it's gonna be booming, man. I'm looking forward to it, bro. I'm just a couple days away from getting about this thing, man. Trying to be in there. Like I said, I'm off work, taking off, man, and I'm telling you now, man, I'm gonna be next time y'all see me on this thing. We got Tiger Talk preview we're gonna do on Wednesday. Be sure to go subscribe. Tiger Talk the 1400 Club. Man, we at 937. We giving y'all coming to Rolex Saturday night. Hey man, EA, man, shoot me a message, bro. I want to connect with you. I don't know anything about like nightlife, bro, out there. I know that of a couple spots, there's a couple cats that's doing some things. See, Blue man, that's a good point, Blue. Blue say, look at the tickets today. Not a lot left in the lower bowl. I'm actually right next to the 72 club seats. I didn't want to do 72 club. I couldn't spend no $400-500 man for seats. I just the strip club. No, I don't do no strip club, bro. That ain't my wave right there. I know Zoe in the ATL, but I ain't never understood the concept of throwing money at somebody that I just put on, I put some on my TV and throw my dollars at the screen and then go pick them up when I'm all done and go on about my business.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good view while you get some good chicken wings either, though.
Hey man, I don't mind the chicken wings, but I ain't finna throw no money. Shit, even when I done had, I done been to a couple of them and jokers done gave me money to throw. I throw like $3 and I put the rest in my pocket. I just started looking. Be like, nah, I'm gonna keep that bread. I like my money, man. In case y'all ain't figured that I'm about that them pesos, baby. Pesos. I need that. Oh. Speaking of that, man. Hey, listen, man. Speaking of that, y'all wanna hey man, you won't get me in them trips. I promise you that. I ain't coming. That gave you that side of it. Hey, I don't do that. That's me. I'm telling you. Joe ain't never, hey, listen. Now, I will say this, though. When I go to the ATL, bro, I got to figure out why Lou Williams, when he got them chicken wings, whatever made Lou Williams. Hey, Steve Campbell, man. What's going on? Campbell, how you doing? HBCU football content night. Welcome to the stream, brother.
Hey, it's called Magic City Mondays for a reason.
Hey, them lemon peppers be busting. Hey, listen, Coach, I'm not a big lemon pepper guy, man. I need some. Anywho, I'm a garlic parmesan kind of brother, man. That lemon pepper, man, be a little too much. But no, I'm true story. I'm not really into those, bro. I'm not. I just, with all due respect, I get people say, oh, you ain't never been to this one. No, it ain't. I've been around a long time, bro. You hope to see us in the stadium. Well, this is what you do, Fangs Up Podcast. Let's make that happen. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Let's make that happen. Mr. Campbell, call in. I'm gonna put the link on this thing, man. If you want to come on the stream, come on in. Let's talk a little something.
I'm trying, Coach.
Coach said they got that too. Lou Williams picked those wings over. Hey, Blue, we get to the Celebration Bowl. You know what I'm saying? When we get to the Celebration Bowl, y'all got to come down there. We're going to all go and figure out what Lou Williams gave up NBA. He gave up an NBA playoff game to go to – he left the bubble, man.
Magic City Monday.
It's a way of life. I heard about it, though. I can't do it. The pink coming to the bet.
Yeah, they are.
When you fellas touch down in Miami, yeah, I'll get there Wednesday. I'll be on Wednesday evening, and yeah, I was supposed to play golf on Thursday, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. So we'll see. Anybody want to come on the stream? Feel free to click that link, Mr. Campbell, they asking for you. I mean, come on this thing.
Oh, guess what? He a Jacktown Jew too.
Man, you already got your credentials set up for the Celebration Bowl. Send me the contact info, man, so I can figure out how to. I need to go ahead and get mine squared away, man. Since you already out in advance, share those resources, bro. That way we can go and get all that squared out the way. We in this P Valley homecoming. Uncle Murder, Uncle Clifford, and Lil Murder. They gonna be in the building, man. JSU homecoming on the sideline. Shoal is a hold you. Come on down, Mr. Campbell. Everybody, they calling for you, bro. Hey, we'll see. We got like 7 minutes left on the stream before we call it a night, man. So if y'all want to come on, man.
You from the north side too.
Oh yeah, down in the valley where the girls get yeah. Zoe right over there where they at. But yeah, bro, I'm pumped up. Got one more work day tomorrow, bro, and then
Stop bragging.
Wednesday. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to it, bro. I work hard for this, dog. You know what I do. You know how I get down in real life, bro. So believe you me. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate that. I'm definitely gonna reach out to it. Go ahead and get that squared away. I
Who your
plan on
brother?
being in. No, I don't think it'll make sense.
Who's your brother? And no, I'm not coming to.
Cedric Smith.
Oh man, yeah, it's my partner. It's my partner. Me said it, MJ, Marcus Johnson. It's my partner. Can't even hear me talk about Marcus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mark, yeah. We supposed to all be there Airbnb last year. Yeah. We Airbnb'd up, man, down in the Brickell.
Dude, I done met you before. I'm gonna tell you, I done met you before. We was in high school. Y'all was at the Grove. I'm finna tell some stuff now.
Hey, bro, I lived in the Grove twice.
I met you before, bro. Yeah.
Who that is? I'll be in Miami Wednesday. Look, I'll be in that thing, man. Listen, real quick, I ain't mean to cut you off, Zoe. I know we talking about the Grove. Look, I got Grove stories for days, bro. I was what, 4th, 5th grade, staying in the Grove, and then when I became a grown man, Zoe. Hey, look, you remember when they renovated the Grove? And they had them 4-bedroom apartments.
Vaguely.
Bro, they had just renovated.
Blue or something.
Let me tell you what I did. Dog, I can say it now. You know, I was about to do it. No, dog, I would have got a 4-bedroom, bro. Because my brother's baby mama was the manager, right? And dog, I said I laid that bad baby out. I was paying. Man, that thing was cheap too. I got in on the little connect neck, and man, I turned that thing. I had a 4-bedroom straight up. It turned multiple rooms into like different little things in an apartment, dog. So it was a nice little basket pad for a little while, man.
Dude, see, he head to Miami tomorrow. Stop bragging. Stop bragging, Sonny Boom.
Wow. So what I did was hold on, you talking about the Grove. Yeah, I am talking about the Grove.
I told you Steve was a Jacktown Juke. That's it.
Right there, man. Hey, listen. Bro, I got so many memories. I can't do that on the stream, bro. I got so many memories at that place, bro. Pebble Creek, all that good stuff, man.
Hey,
look here, man.
Hey, bro, ain't nothing like Northgate, boy. Northgate, Valley North, and Lake of Pines, dog.
I stayed in the Briars. So many. Oh my God. The adult Ken was fun, man. When I first became a young man in Jacktown on the north side, bro. But now I'll be. So here's the thing. So real quick, the schedule. We're not gonna do anything tomorrow, but we'll. We are recording our Tiger Talk pregame show on Wednesday night, and then Friday we'll come back on with Kobe.
Yep.
And then Saturday we're gonna do a live from Miami, live from the Biscayne Bay, Miami. Brickell will be coming to you live, and we'll give our last minute. So we're looking to try to do a lot. I got a lot that I'm trying to get in. Any type of interviews will be on Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club page. Like anything that's interview related will be on that page. I'll be mostly doing. We do live shows from there, so it'll be a little different. You won't see us on 2 different screens. We'll be together actually when we do that live, and we can bring anybody else on or whatever the case may be. So yeah, we almost out of here, Israel. We got a couple of more minutes, and what do you say? Other than what you say, Blue? Other than the OBC, what games looking forward to the most this week? Valley, Tarleton,
Alcorn, Stephen F.
Austin. And I definitely look forward to Texas Southern Prairie View. Those are my three outside of the OBC.
I want to tell you, my bad, Ken. I was going to tell you, Blue, you coaxed me. Me and Ken, we both picked Valley over Tarleton State Saturday.
I'm rolling with Coach Dancy, man. I will just have to. So the
I succumbed to fear.
The next show on this stream is going to be Saturday.
Live.
Saturday. Live. With the next live show, we'll do Saturday. But the next Tiger Talk show just dropped. So everybody that's in the stream, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, the podcast. It's on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the 1400 Club. We just dropped our latest show. We just dropped it like 5 minutes ago. But we're gonna do myself, Zoe. We'll be on Tiger Talk again on Wednesday. Hopefully that'll drop that Wednesday night. And then, like I said, we'll come on live on Kobe's show, on Kobe's platform on Friday, and then we'll go live on Saturday. Yeah, we all root for. I'll be rooting for Valley like a mug, man. Definitely hoping that they can you talk about the offensive line? The offensive line is good, man. We too deep. Going into this week, I'm gonna give you my last. Nothing has really changed on my end. I got, Zach Bro, Evan Henry. I actually got Demetri Jordan, Devin Hayes, and Willis Patrick. Debo, yeah, those are my starters, man. I've heard nothing but great things about them. They had a really good scrimmage the last time they was all together, and this is just game prep week. So the O-line's gonna be fine, man. Y'all gonna be pleasantly surprised, and y'all gonna be happy about that. We'll see what they do. They got to go play. FAMU not going to show up and just lay down. Y'all saw that on Saturday. They're going to show up.
They got hard.
FAMU can have 40 players. And 40 players going to fight to the end, bro. So this is a big game. This is a big celebration. It's a big game, man. It's going to be a lot of eyes on that. Make sure y'all tune into that game so Tony Grant's not starting. I don't have him projected to start. I got him as a backup in my books from what I'm gathering, from what I've seen. I don't see him starting. I'll be shocked unless he made some type of a advancement over the last couple of weeks, but I don't see it. I don't see that at all. So yeah, man, this is that's it, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man. It's first, like I said, quick recap, week 0, preview of week 1. We touched on a little bit of the FAMU stuff, 3-hour stream. I don't want to be too brutal to the people that's going to probably have to go watch this stream. We're going to cut out the caller that came on and definitely try to snip that up so everybody can just digest that and go straight to it. So that was outstanding. We still want to mention cussing me out about not being MCs on. Yeah, Tony Gray's still there, man. He's still there. He gone.
How dare you? He took that person.
Hey, man, but it's all good, man. Hey, look, it's late, man. We get late. We wanted to stop it right at 3. And like I said, we appreciate you guys, man. We're going to go ahead and end this bad baby. Got number love for you guys, man. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all you guys tuned in. And guys and gals, and like I said, we'll see you guys in a few days, man. Next time you see us, man, we're going to be over in that Atlantic.
Well, hey, man. Be our love. Good night.
Good night, family.
See you.